Your call has been forwarded to a voicemail. Wait, what? We're back. All right, we're back. Everyone, hi. Sorry about that. No one's in here yet, but I'm just talking to myself. Hopefully, you guys all come over to the other live stream soon.
Take two, mechanic Bagaloo.
Come on up. It says upcoming. We'll just click on that. We'll be ready.
Okay. I gotta make sure I have the right set soft.
I wonder if it does it. I wonder if it takes like 60 seconds for it to. Oh,
it probably does.
Amanda's here.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Back up and running. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently, phone calls ruin live streams on YouTube. Didn't know that was a thing.
I would love to put it in airplane mode, but you can't because it's got the...
Oh, because we need it to, yeah, we have to.
It's a great feature.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting. We're back.
Let me see. 1 3/4? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh. Okay, well that's like the size. So that's cool. I mean, it's kind of the size.
Hello everybody. Hi. Sorry to make everybody have to switch over and come back to the thing. The Patreon message was about subscribers. Sure, all of our Patreon stuff. What's up? Oh, Isam. Yep. What's up? How's it going? Cool. 12 people transferred over so far. That's awesome. It's working. Things are happening. Okay. All right. So where are we at, Chris? Where are we at in this process? Where are we at next? You got the brakes off yet? Yep. Brakes are off.
We got pull the axle nuts.
Oh. Now these axle nuts, they look like crown nuts. Isn't that what those are called?
They're castle nuts.
Castle nuts. That's what yeah.
Because it has little castle turrets.
Yep. But you need like a 75 millimeter. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's not gonna do it.
Like we'll send it. It'll be fine.
But you got new ones anyways, didn't you? Or are you going to?
The axle nuts?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, perfect.
We're gonna round them
just
off.
Round them.
Just put them right back on, dude.
So round them right off. Cool. It looks like we have almost everybody back in, so that's awesome. Don't forget to like this one too. Yes, please re-like this one. Sorry, guys. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Welcome in. If you have an iPhone, you can put on Do Not Disturb. You can use the internet but no notifications. That's...
We have sparks.
Did it go?
It went.
Shit, look at that. This is what we're talking about. We were talking about this in the beginning of our other live stream. So when Chris uses an air gun or something really loud or he's chiseling on something, the compression on the phones is going to just slam the microphone shut. So it'll be a few seconds if we're talking during it. It'll be a few seconds before you hear anything again. Just... Success.
However, we got like a ton of water.
Why is there water coming through that line?
I don't know. It should have got emptied last night.
Are you guys going to react to Tom McDonald God Mode? Probably not in the live stream, but I'm sure we'll hit it in a just as a reaction once we get back to it in September. Android also has Do Not Disturb. Well, no offense, but we ain't Android family around here. We part of that iPhone. We just go as expensive as possible with everything and make sure that the adapters are impossible to find for almost anything you're trying to do. That's the iPhone way, right? That's the best way to do it. Let's see. Mason Sparrow, what's up? How's it going? Let's see. Debbie said hi to you. How's it going? What's for breakfast, Bill? That's a good thing, actually. That's a good question.
Well, there is no water.
Bill's like, you killing me, Smalls. I told you I was fixing breakfast. Like, crap. I was like, we got it handled, and then everything went to shit. Chris, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, damn it, says Grizzly Power. It's too late now. We're already back in it, so
let me...
Unless you can get it from there?
Should be in here somewhere.
Isn't that what that is? The little red
shit.
thingy?
No, that's my ring.
Oh, okay.
My ring shit.
I don't know.
Is it under focus? Yes. Do Not Disturb. Perfect.
Dude, wow. I didn't even know. I don't think I've ever touched the focus button on here. So
Hello.
now I know. What's up, Lisa? How's it going?
Okay, So now we have our giant ass nuts out.
Apparently there's a new member for Home Free.
Yes. Austin has left the group.
Oh.
Which makes me sad as fuck.
Yeah, that's right. I remember hearing that.
He got him a new lady, and he gonna make him a family and shit. Okay.
Life happens, right? Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see. Yeah, Don says, wish you could do Home Free with their new member, Bastion, I believe is how you say that. We will. Don't worry, Don. We will get to it. Probably, like I said, not in this live stream because we're just going to do mechanic shit today. But you just go ahead and set that right there.
Yep, I have plans on it.
We have a third Adam now. There's 3 Adams now.
Yes. Terrific.
Sooner or later, it's just going to be just a band full of Adams. Bill's making breakfast burritos from scratch. That sounds delicious. Bill, why don't you go ahead and email me one of those? I will download it on my end, and I will let you know how it tastes. What kind of truck is that, Chris?
It is a 97 Dodge Ram 1500. It's the SLT Laramie. The cool thing about this is when the guy ordered it brand new, he got this special color paint, which is like a jade green, which looks good when it's not falling off the vehicle, okay?
It looked good at 97, right?
The stereo system, okay, that he had put in, premium stereo system back in the day, 97.
So it was a Kenwood?
Cassette tapes and CD.
Whoa.
With AM, FM, okay, a $3,000 option back in the day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow,
so,
dude.
It's got electric seats, electric mirrors, no heated seats though. That's kinda like,
But in 97, that was a rare option if you could get it. I say petition Rob and Tim to change their names so they can never leave. Home Free, I'm in the wait and watch mode. Yep, I think we're all in that mode.
oh, this is gonna be good.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, we're all caught up, everybody. Welcome in. For anyone that's just joining us, welcome in. We're doing mechanic things. Oh, Chris is doing some real mechanic things back there. I can't say real mechanic stuff because then, you know, we might get copyrighted from the actual channel, Real Mechanic Stuff. If any of you guys watch Donut Media, they have a subsidiary channel called Real Mechanic Stuff.
Which is like the only good thing left.
It's really good. And Real Mechanic Stuff is really good. I like that channel a lot. And it's really unfortunate the way the direction Donut has gone. But I feel, I'm like really proud of all the guys for making the decisions that they've been making.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like the whole thing about YouTube is having your own creative control. And when your YouTube channel turns into like this corporate, your decisions don't matter anymore, and that's where your channel started, then yeah, it's you don't get the freedoms that you had.
mean, it's no different than signing to a label as an
It's
independent
legitimately,
artist.
yeah, it's like the same thing. Like you start out making your own music, and then you get this promise from a label that we're not going to change anything. It's going to be everything you want. Here's a big check, flash a bunch of money in your face, and then before you know it, you're under the siege of like lawyers and contracts and just this corporate crap. And suddenly your music it's not your music anymore. You don't own it. You're not making it. It's all produced.
All Luke Bryan rewrites.
Don says, Titus, Austin's pitbull, had cancer scare. He's doing good now, but scared Amberly and Austin half to death. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. That's scary stuff. Bastine, I think is what they said the new Home Freeze guy. That's what everybody's saying, Bastine. Technically isn't a new member unless it's Bastine, but I think, well, maybe it is Bastine. Technically isn't a new member. He performed with them way back in the day. Oh, okay, so he's like a rehash. That's cool.
Nah, he a new member. He official.
Grunting equals real mechanic things. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No. Moaning. It came free. That's real.
Oh, what's up, Jamie? Luke says, hey, that's my boss's girlfriend. So
okay.
So they're tuning in. What's up, guys? How's it going? Donut, Hoonigan, ETC, absolutely. Mighty Car Mods, big one on my list. I love the Mighty Car Mods guys. They're my favorites. I even just recently, I bought a chopped sticker from them last, around Christmas, I think. And just recently put it on the back of my car. So I have the chopped fingers on the back of my car now. And I love it. It's awesome. I want a donut sticker also to put right above that one. Let's see. Blackout Rose says, I have so many requests. If you do Rob Scallon's album one day, ooh, Rob Scallon, that would be one we need to delve into. He's awesome. It's like the Dew's song in 1 hour, but 10 times in one day. The second to last episode is the best. I would be down to check that out. We're really down to check that out. Let's see. Bill, we could be a dynamic duo. I make my own tortillas. That's awesome. Isam says, how is life doing? Life is gradually improving. This year has been kind of a shit show, but we are, well, I don't know about you, Chris, but like I am,
It's been a shit show.
I am on the upward slope at this point. I feel like the rest of the year is going to go just fine. And next year, there are big things in place for next year, like very, very, very big things in place for next year. So we're just kind of working on them stepping stones.
Got a lot of people in the wings coming in for studio time,
Yep.
which is fantastic.
Yep, 307 Reacts has got some big stuff coming. Snapback Records has some big things coming. We've had some really productive talks with a couple other musicians in town about kind of a directional path on where we should take the studio and what we should do. And it's been awesome, dude. Like some advice that we were like, why didn't we think of that?
Yeah.
All right, loud noises. Ready, go.
Here we go.
That was a quick. That was a pretty quick loud noise. I didn't expect it to be. I thought.
Oh yeah. This gun's got some nuts, dude.
When Chris chucks a tool, you know shit's getting real. That is true. That is true.
To be fair, I've never thrown a tool. Okay.
Really?
I might have just tossed one in a drawer.
Yeah.
But
That's kind of surprising, actually. You've been mechanicking for a long time.
I spent a lot of money on those tools, bro.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, when you spend that much money. When you're on your knees to the Snap-on guys, you don't want to be throwing those tools around.
That's it. But that's paid off now, so.
James Bond says, pass the shit and on to the show.
That's it.
That is true.
Let's see.
Ooh. This is good. This is good. This is good stuff. We should
Okay. You know what? I should probably
let me get out of firing range here.
take a safety measure. Okay, 2 threads is all you need.
Boom, just like that, bro.
Just a little bit of daytime violence.
I have seen dudes on the internet fighting ball joints. Dude, for hours and hours on end. All you got to do, look, we just gave you the tutorial. All you got to do is smash it 3 times with a hammer.
First,
Yep.
okay?
And they pop right off of there.
I heard a bolt drop, and
I did hear a bolt drop.
that sounds like a future me problem. So
Yeah, past Chris isn't worried about it. Future Chris might have some issues with it, but whatever.
okay, so now that I got these 3, I
Yo.
can turn them, I can actually get this bolt out.
Chris, there are 30 people in here right now. That is amazing. That's awesome. That might be like the most people we've ever had in a stream.
Yeah, pretty close.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Thank you guys. We appreciate the hell out of it.
Now we got these wheel bearing bolts we have to pull out of here.
If we had a third cameraman in here to see the intimate positions we're in right now,
Oh yeah.
I'm like right behind Chris.
I'm so excited, bro.
Amanda says safety first. Nah, who am I kidding? Coffee first, safety second.
Safety third, right behind convenience and style. Okay.
Bill said almost, Matt. Well, we did have 30 for a minute, and then right as I was saying that, it dropped to 27. But that,
They're like, oh, you have 30?
better get out of here. I consider 27, 28. I round up, okay? We've all missed you too, so yeah, we're here. We appreciate you guys. We seriously do. Where's the safety goggles? We don't use safety goggles around here. We use safety squints. That's the safety. That's safety squints right there. Let's see if we can get this up like that. Yeah. Oh God. I almost just spilled my coffee. I elbowed it and it did this thing on the counter, but I saved it. Let's see. Family Outcast says, where are you all at? What state? Family Outcast. We are in the middle of the country. We are in Casper, Wyoming. It's almost smack dab in the middle of the country. Like, that's not an exaggeration. We're pretty much right there. Let's see. Bill says, I was in Seattle for 4 months this year, and I looked at how hard it would be to visit the 307. I mean, yeah, you know, it's surprising because the population of our entire state, every city, all four corners of our state, the entire population is somewhere around 500,000. It's like 400 and some odd thousand for our entire state. Yet at the same time, we are the fourth or fifth largest state in the country or something like that. We're one of the biggest states in the country with one of the smallest populations. And it's surprising because even in Casper, from anywhere you go in Casper, if you're trying to get out of the state, you're looking like minimum 5 hours to get out of the state. I think Colorado is one of the closest. In Colorado and Montana, you can get to in like 4 hours. But yeah, you're pretty much like 5 hours in almost any direction to get out of the state, just to get to the border of the state from where we're at. Let's see. Because of the compression, recording drums with iPhone isn't horrible. Surprisingly enough, iPhone does a pretty good job of like doing music, like capturing music, and I think that's something that they've focused on in their engineering department. Because I did a live video of Chris's buddy's band, Not Green Day, at a live show the other night, and it was good. I don't understand how they do it. Like, I was doing like a panning shot, and I came across, and like when I pointed at the bass player, when I pointed at his guitar, it like the bass was like pronounced. And then as I walked across and pointed at the vocalist, all of a sudden the vocals were pronounced. And then the guitars. I don't understand the technology. It's magic. I don't know how they do that, but. Oh, okay, now this is getting real. This is about to get really real because Chris has chucked the actual tool on here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, let's go, boy.
About to get western. I might have to end up putting 2 wheel bearings on today. Only planned on one, but here we go.
She's going.
Don't want to get into a pull. Okay.
Oh yeah, she out.
So now the axle is seized in it.
You don't have to take off the knuckle now, do you?
No.
Okay. See, when you're paying mechanic and you think the price is unreasonable, the reason why you pay good money for a mechanic is because mechanics use tools that most of us don't have in our garages. They have access to things that can get the job done like, how long would it have taken someone in their driveway to get that knocked off with a hammer? It might not have happened, right? Like it would just be a point where you're like, okay, I can't do it. It's impossible.
I think I reuse this wheel bearing. I'll just have to take a grinder wheel and clean up some of that.
All right, one side off.
And then
this thing.
That might not.
That's probably not going back on.
Normally on a customer's car, I fucking clean it up and then tack it where I have to, drill a new hole if I have to.
You know,
back on.
it's at the end of the day, it's a dust cover, which isn't the most detrimental thing in the world to not have on there.
It's my truck and I don't.
It doesn't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chris gets to make some executive decisions today. There we go. Axle.
But that's half.
Oh well.
One side.
Well, okay, yeah. Part of the axle.
So now I gotta go on this back side and remove this guy, which is the 4x4 actuator.
Which one? That whole thing, huh?
This whole thing, I gotta undo 4 bolts, pull it up out of the way, and then pull the stub shaft out. Which is
mint. Yeah, minty.
Okay.
I can smell the minty freshness from here.
Oh, hey, I found that.
Oh, there it is.
That bolt for future.
See, that was future Chris bolt right there. We found it.
Future Gus found it. It's on it.
All right, I'm gonna do some fancy camera work here. I'm gonna try and do comments and hold the camera up at the same time.
So, those maybe look like 12-ish, maybe.
All right, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, Captain Kurt Reacts is in the house.
What's up?
What up, dude? Let's see. Bill says, "Don't forget to grab the baby powder and smack that thumbs up like you're pimping it out."
Let's go.
That's pretty good, dude.
Let's go.
Blackout Road says,
Yep, not as well.
says, "I'm sure you got a lot of shit for saying the original Thunderstruck was played with pull-offs a long time ago." Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
You know, here's the thing.
To be fair,
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's how everybody else
to be fair, like, you can play it either way and it sounds identical. So to each their own. I'm sorry that for. Oh no, he's broken a bolt.
No!
Every mechanic's worst nightmare.
Well, this just turned into a 3-day job.
Captain Kurt, we have been getting by, sir. Things are much better, and they are getting progressively better as the year goes on. So we appreciate you being here, bud. The goggles in the toolbox is not going to save his eyes when it's not on his head. Well, you know.
That's facts.
Oh, there we go. Burns Bridges says, Wyoming's the least populated state, 577K. Bill says, you aren't really paying for their time, you're paying for their experience, the location, and the tools and convenience. That's 100%, dude. Experience being like that number one. Mechanics know shit that you probably would never, ever know unless you spent time doing this stuff. Where is your dust mask? All right, Esom, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Where's your COVID suit?
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's the weekend, okay? We're just getting shop shit done here.
Man.
Grizzly says, time for the welder.
Oh shit, dude. That broken stud is
Oh, it's-
holding on just
Oh,
enough.
no.
So
Can you drill that out? You can be able to drill that out?
I don't know.
All right, we're going to find out, huh?
I have no idea. Right? Like, when I have a bolt break like this, getting it extracted is my last concern. Like, I still have a massive job I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish it, and then when I'm going back together, then figure that out.
Well, because that'll come off right now with that broken, won't it? Or will it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm fighting, because it's still.
Oh, it's inside the thing
It's
still.
like-
Oh, okay.
It's still holding on, kind of.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to disconnect all this,
Take it off with
tap
the
it
unit.
with a rubber mallet, and see if it'll break it loose.
Gotcha. Amanda says, OSHA in the house. Like, yeah, I mean, come on. When have you ever worn a dust mask in here? Yeah, I didn't think so.
I guess about 3 weeks ago, I was like cleaning something that was just nasty.
Okay.
I was like,
Well,
I
that
can't do it.
makes sense.
But before that, 6 years.
Yeah.
It was a while.
Which is like when you started here. Shit, even before that. That was your old shop.
Before that, I've been at this shop for
3 now?
4 years.
4?
Working on 4. In fact, November will be 4 years. Pull off this vacuum line.
OSHA has no authority on citizens doing their own unpaid work. Big
it.
facts. Big facts.
Suck my eggs. And as far as I'm concerned, the customer's not paying me to do it anyway.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
paying the shop.
Yep. Let it go.
Don't want to go too hard because these are fucking. You gotta be kidding me, dude. That stud is twisting. So if I can get it out of this, I can probably get a pair of pliers and just pull it out. Look at that. The stud is moving with it. Ah! That is the worst.
We do have oil dripping out of there. That's a start.
So I'm gonna play a sketchy game. Nope. Alright.
Oh, what's up, Desiree? She said, been forever.
Suck a bag, I mean, just a little whack.
Just a little whack.
Don't pry too hard on that. If I break this thing, dude, like, good luck finding it.
Don't break it. Don't you break that.
I'm gonna break it.
Let's see. Lumber says, do you guys also have the problem that the heating element in the cylinder tends to rip off due to coking? Don't know if that's the correct word. Choking? Coking? Cooking?
The heating element in the cylinder? You're talking like glow plugs on a diesel?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I wish this was a diesel.
Caulking? Bill says caulking. She says, or Lumber says, not she. Lumbra says yes, diesel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're always stuck. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a Dodge, Ford, Mercedes. They always get stuck. But our shop doesn't work on diesels, so
Ah. Bro, I've seen diesels in here before.
we'll change oil on them.
Oh,
That's about
okay,
it.
okay.
They need. Now, the exception is the Volkswagen diesels.
Ah.
They have glow plug issues all the time. You just have to buy a special socket for them, and they're pretty easy. They're like spark plugs. Those ones, the injectors are the ones that get stuck really bad due to carbon buildup. But the glow plugs typically are okay. But yeah, like glow plugs and anything typically just get stuck like that.
Just from heat cycling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what.
God.
So
In a lesbian relationship, which one cooks? Neither. They eat out. That was from Desiree. That was a good one. I'll have to remember that one.
if there was a truer statement ever uttered,
I have to remember that one for work on Monday.
you know what? I got a bad idea. I got a really bad idea. Let's do it.
Chris has bad vibrations going on. Oh, shit. Can you get in there with that thing?
You'll see.
We're about to find out, huh?
Got my bullshit.
Oh,
gloves
that's
on,
okay.
man.
There you go, Easton. There you go. All right.
About to get real, okay?
I'm just gonna turn away while I do this.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's taking away some of that outer layer that was holding on.
Blackout Rose says, dentist be like.
You'll feel a slight pinch.
Yeah,
Damn, bro, it is like stuck.
yeah. Boomer. You have no dignity. Me. It's pronounced no diggity.
No diggity. That's right.
About to back it up, okay?
About to back it up.
In Europe, combustion in the cylinder must be cooled in order to improve the exhaust gas values. To do this, exhaust gas is fed back into the cylinder, a huge problem for diesel engines.
Yeah, that's here too.
Pretty common? Yeah.
Yeah. That system is known as the EGR.
Oh,
So
that's
exhaust
EGR,
gas
huh?
recirculation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then they tried to help that even further with direct injection, which is where the injector actually sprays directly onto the top of the piston.
Yep.
So many problems.
Uh-huh. In Germany, it's called AGR, apparently.
Exhaust gas.
Exhaust gas.
Ugh. Yeah, we have that here too.
Lumber says almost.
In Wyoming, it's not required.
Yep. So, yeah, fun fact. There in Wyoming, we have no emissions laws in Wyoming because giant wide open state, and we're powered by coal and gas, so no, and oil. So like, it just doesn't exist here. So there's no like I know in certain states you can't have modified exhaust on your car. You have to get your car inspected every year for inspections to make sure that it's roadworthy and that it's not polluting the air too much. Doesn't exist here. Nope. You get your registration updated, get your new sticker on your license plate, off you go.
The only thing you're required to have is insurance.
Yeah. The only thing you're required to have here is insurance. That's
say
it.
You're not even required to have a title at this point.
Dude, I sold my Corolla, and I thought I'd have to go down to the courthouse with the guy and like change over all the title and stuff, and he was like, "Nope, just sign right here, and I'll take it back to South Dakota, and that'll be it." And I was just like, "I don't know how any of this works." Signed my name, off he drove. I took my money, and that was the end of that. So yeah, pretty interesting.
I don't want to drill into it because I know it'll come out. But I might have to.
Yeah, Tammy, I know there's a lot of states out there that require inspections every year. She says Virginia and North Carolina require inspections. I know Pennsylvania requires inspections. I don't know if Colorado does.
Colorado does.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they require emissions, but not safety.
Oh, emissions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Washington is like just emissions. North Carolina is emissions and safety, which I was certified for back in the day. And it's stupid because I don't think the government should be able to tell you what to do with your car. But at the same time, as an automotive shop, it's easy money.
Yeah.
Because they have to have it.
You got it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, you have a check engine light for a code that doesn't affect how your vehicle drives at all?
Bring it in.
Too bad.
Yep. You're still paying for it. Yeah. That's some job security right there. Desiree says, working at an unemployment office must be a tense job, knowing that if you get fired, you still have to come in the next day.
right. That's great.
California is the worst, says Dawn. Yeah, I'm sure the regulations out there are just wild. Come on, baby. Oh.
Felt something give way.
Yep, something went.
That's what I was hoping for. I don't want... Come on.
Oh, she's trying real hard now.
Oh,
yeah,
let's go.
freedom. Everybody give a thumbs up for freedom. It's off, baby. Got it.
So, this is your four-wheel drive actuator. So when you put it in four-wheel drive, it applies vacuum to this piece, okay? And then there's a collar inside of here that connects the stub shaft to the axle shaft coming through. So when you put it in four-wheel drive, it'll move the collar to engage that stub shaft, and then
Nice.
that's how your four-wheel drive works.
Yeah, we have 25 people in here and 21 likes.
Let's go.
That is a hell of a ratio. Again,
Make it 100%.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
100%.
We really, really appreciate you guys for hanging with us.
So now, I'm just gonna slide this guy out, okay?
Let's see if I can get one of these awkward over the shoulder right behind Chris.
I can't see what I'm doing.
No, it's just a glove in a hole here.
Glove in a hole.
It's like we're at the doctor's office.
The gynecologist.
Yeah.
Just a glove in a hole. See if we get canceled when we come back.
Oh, there's the other half.
Stub shaft. Okay.
And Bill says, so like a proctologist. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
A proctologist for vehicles. My sister lives on the coast of Washington State, and her tabs last year were were $600 plus. She has one of those hybrid car things.
Oh, God, yeah.
Emissions in Idaho were $16/2 years. $16 probably for every 2 years. Nevada is $60 a year.
So Wyoming, I have this truck, my blue truck, my wife's Jeep, my trailer, and my motorcycle. And I usually renew all the tags at the same time. It's $600 for all of them.
I don't know what my tags are going to be, but I can't imagine they're going to be a whole lot because my car is Yeah, it's mostly efficient.
And then insurance on all those vehicles every month is like, I think it's like $93.
Dude, I was gonna say, yep.
2 trucks, a Jeep, and a motorcycle.
I had my Subaru, my Toyota, and my Camaro on insurance all at one point. I think I was paying like $141.
Yeah, and I drive, like, this 97 is the newest vehicle I own, other than the motorcycle.
Yeah,
06,
yep.
So.
And that $150 that I was paying on all 3 of mine, 130 of that was for my Subaru, because it's the newest one, you know.
Which, that's the thing about Japan that I learned is Japan, the older your vehicle is, the more they charge you for your tax. So that's why people buy more vehicles,
well, and
or newer vehicles.
Japan's one of those places too where your car can't be over a certain. You can't drive over like 60,000 miles.
You can, but you pay for it.
Oh, okay,
you
okay.
Pay a lot for it. So I just want my tool bag.
Give me it. Yeah, that's what Lumbra said too. So same thing here, Lumbra. In Germany, the tax for a car is calculated in relation to its CO2 emissions. The more CO2, the more tax. Typically, anyways. And I guess in Japan too.
In Wyoming, it's not that big.
Oh, that's right, because no emissions here.
It's based on age.
Yep.
It's age and then weight. Because they're just calculating road maintenance, which Wyoming does a lot of, because our seasons are crazy.
Damn.
So.
Damn. Okay. Amanda says full coverage insurance in Idaho was $682 for 2 cars for 6 months.
Oh my God.
Same coverage in Nevada for 1 car is about $950. That is unbelievable.
Now, let me guess. Nevada has a really big problem with people not having insurance, and that's why it's so.
Probably.
Like Spokane, Washington. They say that like 70% of drivers, it's probably not 70, but it's something stupid high like that.
That's
70%
crazy.
of drivers don't have insurance. And it's like, well, no wonder, dude. Like I had a 2002 GMC Sierra, $700 a month.
Dude.
I was like,
what?
That's like, it was more than my car payment. Like,
no, that's on a 2002.
Yeah.
I think it's 20 years old, man. Desiree has a 2004 Chevy Silverado with 70,000 miles on it.
Oh God, dude,
that thing's mint, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of my 02 at 240,000, and just put lights in it for the guy today.
I need a drink of coffee, so I'm gonna set you guys back down for a minute.
I'm not trying to sell it.
What's up, Dylan Callahan? How's it going? He says, I can pick up my phone now and read these comments. He says, here in Louisiana, for me and my wife's vehicles, it's $1,436 every 6 months for insurance. It's highway. That is, what?
Crazy.
That is unbelievable, dude. Oh my God. I am sorry you were paying. That's 14 for 6 months. That's crazy. How much is that per month? 14. Oh, that's like
Like
four.
three or 400.
That's unbelievable, dude. That's like what I'm paying for a car payment, man. We have to have an uninsured driver rider and a DUI, DWI rider in Clark County, says Amanda.
Oh yeah, Clark County. That makes sense.
Debbie says, Chris, Spokane is insane with no insurance covered people. It's getting worse.
Oh yeah.
That sounds about right, huh?
Well, and they make it so damn expensive, like nobody can afford it. So like, no wonder.
Yeah. Debbie said, Lumber says, what kind of insurance is this? We have 3 different insurances here. First is mandatory, pays damage on other cars. Second one is voluntary. So that's kind of like full coverage and liability here. If you have a car that you have a loan out on, you're required to have full coverage insurance, which pays for damage on other people's cars. If you don't owe money on a vehicle, you can get liability insurance, which just covers damage on your car.
No, it's the other way around. So full coverage covers the other car and yours, and then the minimum that you're required to have in Wyoming is liability, which just covers the other person's car.
Oh, it's their car. Oh, okay.
Plus, it's supposed to cover up to, I think it's like $1,500 of your own personal medical if you need that.
God damn. You guys I feel really bad for you guys for what you're paying on rates.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Grizzly says insurance in British Columbia, Canada is $3,500 a year, and that's for 1 car.
Oh my God.
That is what? What?
Woo! Going right to step 11. Okay.
A lot of companies aren't insuring in Nevada, said Amanda, because they're not fucking paying for it. So they're
Right.
Here we go. Let's get loud.
Actually, this is the wheel bearing I'm replacing. It's full send.
Yeah, get it out of there.
Full send.
Now, instead of, you're not going to press these bearings back, you're just getting a whole...
It's a whole hub assembly.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. That's the only way I do them anymore if I can.
Well, that makes sense. Pressing bearings is a pain in the ass.
Just walk with it.
Dude, just like that.
Oh. 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 Come on, what are you holding on to? Pure hatred, that's what it is.
Let's see.
One more time.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
All right.
Let's see. Well, this girl warrior for God said, "Hey Gus, missed y'all," and then the message was retracted. But I saw it, so it was in there. So I'm
That's
saying.
that person that keeps leaving comments on our thing trying to convert us to Islam or something.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that got retracted, but it was on there for a minute. Anyways, Desiree says $939 for AAA. That's unbelievable. Debbie says, and why the hell do we that have no accidents or tickets not get an effing refund once a year? Clean record for 40 plus years now.
No kidding.
Because the insurance companies have no money because no one's paying for it. Right? I don't know. Just a thought. Love you guys, but I stayed up past my bedtime. Need some pillow time before work. Amanda,
enough.
get some sleep.
Get that sleep.
Yeah, that's very important.
Abusing dust covers.
Since day
You don't
one,
even
dude.
know, bro.
Since day one.
Don't even know. Okay, here, let me sneak in here
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
For 2 ATVs I own, it's $700 for insurance. God damn, dude. And Grizzly, are you on? Is that? I know it's British Columbia. I don't know. Is it same currency? Are you still on the U.S. dollar, or is it something different over there?
No,
It's a Canadian dollar. That's right.
which
Duh.
is like
Makes sense.
pretty close to what a US
Like the
is.
conversion rate, yeah.
It's close. Okay. Tech tip of the day. When you do this, okay, these pieces here.
Do you want me to bring the camera in here?
Yeah.
Let's check this out. Let me get it. Hang on. All right, hang on. Let's see what Chris has got going on here.
So these guys here, these shackles or whatever you want to call them,
Sure.
that hold the diff in, they have to go in the same spot, same direction.
They look like rod bearing covers or
So,
some shit.
The reason for that is because it's kind of the race for your bearings that are there, and you don't want to swap them because the wear is different. So typically what I'll do is I'll just take a punch and then knock a hole or knock a little dent in one.
Okay.
And I know that that's the right side top. And then I'll come on this side and knock 2 in the bottom. So I know left 2 notches goes left side bottom. 1 notch in this one is right side top.
Huh.
So that way I put them in the exact same.
Is that a similar reason to why there's a paint mark on that right one there?
Maybe.
Yeah, from like the factory or whatever. Yeah,
Or
okay.
like somebody else if they've been in. This diff was really clean.
Okay.
Right?
It looks pretty clean.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody else has already been in here before or what the deal is. Now, you could also paint them, put paint on them, which actually kind of sounds like a better idea.
Do some paint marker.
Yeah.
That's how I did a lot of shit with my Subaru when I had my WRX.
Oh, yeah.
When I was taking that turbo apart.
All those hoses.
Oh,
and
dude,
stuff.
so many hoses. I got to the point where instead of just making marks, I was making shapes on stuff because I ran out of. I was like, well, I can only put 5 marks on something. I was putting triangles on stuff and circles and squares and shit. So I knew where it all went back together. So clean. Little ASMR for you guys. Little, what do they call that? Like oddly satisfying videos. And now me and Chris are both stoned.
Let's go. So we're gonna make it easy where I clean my marker. Filthy as hell.
Well, that paint marker almost works.
Left upper.
It's translating good on camera. It looks nice on camera.
Oh yeah, it looks like shit.
You can barely see it in person though.
And it doesn't matter how you mark them, just as long as
Just so you know which is which.
Now, here's the thing, okay? I mark these left and right as I'm looking at them because I'm a little special, okay? When you're talking to a mechanic, the driver's side is always the left. So if you go to a professional shop, okay, which this would be Monday through Friday, okay, they're going to mark this one left and then right because it is the left side of the vehicle.
Okay.
But because I'm a sped, okay, left and right.
Because it's my stuff and it doesn't matter. You're doing it for you, not for a customer. So.
That's it.
Gris says, okay, $1 USA is $1.37 Canadian dollar, or $1 Canadian dollar is 73 cents to a US dollar.
Yeah. Boom, our money's worth more.
Statistically, I don't know about, you know, I mean, the state of our, we owe people a lot of money around here, so.
Oh, God. I love this old gun.
For the record, for talking about insurance, there's a conversation going on in chat right now about insurance companies. I don't know if it's any consolation, but I'm with Geico, and they give you, for every 6 months that you have a clean driving record, they give you a small discount. Now, granted, the last discount I got was like 7 cents, but it's still, you know, I've been with them for I don't know how many years now, and that 7 cents does add up. I think I've gotten like, you know, close to $1 discount on my, maybe a little more than that. I don't know. But they do check your record every 6 months and they'll give you a little bit off.
Oh, a little bit of differential oil on the lip, dude. We'll be tasting that later.
Hell yeah.
So I tried to put the bolts in the same place too.
Tammy says, I have to run out to another party. Glad to see you all back on the YouTube screens. We appreciate you being here, Tammy. Thank you so much.
Take it easy, Tammy.
Be safe out there.
Come on, just give it to me. Just, oh yeah.
It straight up looks like a camshaft or like a, you know, or like a crankshaft or something in
Take
there.
on this rag and just hold that in there. I don't want that popping out along the way.
Cool. See, you guys see I'm contributing right now. This is why I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, what's up, Devin? Devin gave us 99 cents.
Let's go.
He's one of my coworkers. Stop by for the live stream. And that's his first super chat. He says contribution.
Please just let me have it, maybe. I might need a case spreader, which I really don't like to use, but
Do you have one?
yeah,
Okay.
it's scary. It's so fucking scary. I hate it.
See, now when a professional mechanic is saying something is scary, that's how you know. Oh, dude, it's getting there. It's closer than it was, I think.
No, it hasn't moved.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'm just trying to give you some hope, Chris, okay? Yo, 25 people in the chat and 25 likes. That's what we're talking about, everybody. Thank you. And now our chat population has exceeded our likes. So let's get one more like in there. If you guys keep giving likes on the channel or on this video, this diff will come out. Hey, there it goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use a case for it.
Dude, you're getting it though. People want that thing to come out, man. They're
Watch, I'll walk away and it'll just fall.
it's boom, and I'll be over here trying to grab it and catch it. Like, no. So, anyways, any of our eagle-eyed viewers will notice that I'm wearing glasses today, and I don't normally. Oh, Bill, thank you for the $10. Bill gave us $10 and said you can do it. I'm wearing glasses today. I don't normally wear glasses. I am a glasses wearer, but I wear contacts most of the time. This morning, right before I was getting ready to come up here, I was putting my contacts in, and I'm down to my last pair, and I put my right one in, went in just fine. Grabbed my left one, and any contacts wearers out there will be able to sympathize with this. I grabbed my left one and was like adjusting it on my finger to get it in, and I think something just, I don't know what happened over there. Something happened. Anyways, and I was adjusting it to get it in, and it fell off of my finger and right down the drain hole in my sink. Just disappeared, gone like a magic trick. So I have to go up later today to the eye doctor and get like a temporary set and actually order some more. So fortunately, they called me like a week ago and said that they have a temporary set in for me because I'm working on trials right now to figure out which brand I want. So they have a set that will work for my prescription, which is fantastic. Then I'll get some ordered when I go up there. But that's what's going on. So Eason was in here the other day, or a little bit ago, talking about where's your safety goggles? Well, I'm wearing them. Got them on. Bill, we really appreciate that $10. Thank you so much. Let's see. Chris has got some contraption going on here. Oh, is this the thing? Is this the diff splitter thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris is doing the scary thing.
It's just so damn heavy. Okay.
Do you need me to hold that there?
So, alright. We'll probably have to set the camera down.
Yep.
Instead of take two.
Okay. All right, we're gonna shit's gonna happen. Get ready.
Should have a North Dakota socket set, even with my wrenches. You know what I'm talking about? Crescent wrench?
Is it in here?
No.
Yeah.
One more down.
Okay. North Dakota socket set.
Or a 24 might work. See if that works on that nut there in the middle. See on the bottom? In between the two black.
Oh, these right here?
Oh, not even fucking
No, you need like a 30, dude.
Okay. Here, if you want to, glove up and hold this thing in place.
Okay.
Because I think I know where another one is.
Real mechanic stuff happening right now.
Real mechanics stuff.
Cars are pain. Cars are pain. I want that shirt so bad. Next time I have $48 to get a shirt.
They had one at Zoomies, but they didn't have it in my size.
Oh, really? I guess that makes sense, yeah.
They didn't have it in Fat Boy size. Yeah.
Was that right? Was that a 30? 32? No.
I'm so fucking scared right now.
Everybody shut up! I'm so fucking scared right now, just shut up! You're gonna have to explain to me what's happening after this. Oh, I get it. So it's pulling the sides out of this thing. It's pulling the axles out, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Probably not.
You're like,
I was not. Don't mind me.
oh, you closed the gap. That worked.
Oh, it feels like it's in here tighter.
Now she's really in there.
All this for an $11 seal. Okay.
Well, you were saying in your video that you were like, for any Dodge owners, you know what we're about to get into.
You know what we're talking about.
I had no idea. I just figured in your video, I was like, it's going to be something pretty intensive. I'm pressed into it. Boy, give it up.
See me like those.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Do I have any shims? No shims.
present. Woo! We have done it. Let's get some thumbs up because we have done it. Devin says, $3. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate it, bud. We'll see you on Monday for sure. Bill says, thanks, Devin. This will go to the Redneck Survival and Habitation Fund.
That's it. The Redneck Survival Academy. Okay. I'll give you guys a brief overview of what we just did. Well,
My arms hurt.
you want deep glove?
Yeah, sure.
Camera.
Yeah.
It's coffee break time now.
Yeah, sure. I might have to run up and get us some coffee, dude.
God damn.
Because I'm about out. Okay.
So this is called a case spreader. So it's got two dowels that go into holes that are machined into the front diff. And you literally just reef on this thing and you make the diff your bitch.
That's what we just did.
So it spreads it apart just enough to where you have a little bit of leeway to pull that out. Because it is a tight fit.
It was, yeah. I'm actually, I didn't realize it did that much. Because when you were like kind of wiggling the diff, it didn't look like it was doing anything. And then I let go of the tool and the diff just kind of like floated out.
Whew. All right. So this seal in here, that's what we're here to replace.
Chris says, or Bill says, Matt, that was 5 minutes work, so $40 an hour or $40 at current shop labor prices. He's not too far off. Which seal? Is this seal?
That seal right in there.
Is it in there? Can you see?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, that is blown, dude.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Are you gonna replace them both or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
The other side's
You don't
not leaking.
You don't
so
want to
I'm
do both
not-
since you're in here?
Well, to be honest, this right side seal's discontinued. I can't find it.
Oh, shit. They're not the same one?
No.
That is super convenient.
Yeah. This seal on this side, there's not a seal there.
James Bond says cheek spreader for Dodges.
Hell yeah. So this seal here, did you see in this side?
Yeah.
Actually sits here. There's not a seal here. Okay.
I can see a little
So-
white thing though. Isn't that the seal right there?
No.
It's not?
That's just a little fucking, I don't know what the hell they have that there for, but that's not the seal. The seal is the actual gold piece.
Oh, shit.
The seal on this side is further in. It's over here.
Oh.
So-
yeah, you're right because this side is definitely different. Okay.
Yeah.
See, so I thought this was the seal, ladies and gentlemen. The seal is actually that gold thing back there. Damn. Okay. All right. So
So-
yeah, she in there.
Yeah, that other one is like over here where the 4x4 actuator is.
Okay.
And that one I can't find.
Ah.
For this particular differential configuration, okay? Now I can find them for Dana 60s all day, but there's a Dana 44, and for whatever reason,
They just
I just
non-existent.
can't find them.
Huh. Okay.
So it's not leaking, so I'm like, don't worry.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's it. All right, take us. Fuck, I might need a water, bro. Like, I'm
Yeah, sure.
sweating here.
You got it. Grab me one if you would.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cheek spreader for Dodges. I love that. That's awesome.
Grab me the good old cheek spreader.
How have you guys all been? How has your summer gone? Anybody do anything super exciting or extraordinary? I didn't. I did some fishing. I did a lot of fishing this summer.
Doing some fishing, set up a Conica courthouse, dude.
Yeah, pretty much. God, it was like every other week I was down there doing something stupid. Bill says, again, too much work. Get a new front end.
I looked into a new,
I gotta like lean down. And...
rear axle.
There we go. Now it looks like I'm same size as Chris.
Because my wife's
stand up here, it's just like.
My wife's Jeep has the same rear end this truck has in it. In fact, it has the same motor. But the rear end, the Dana 44s, you can't find one for under $8,000. And at that point, just replace the old piece of shit. Like,
Yeah.
If I'm gonna spend $8,000, I'll just put it towards a new vehicle.
Makes sense.
So the wife's Jeep is just howling. The rear diff just howls until it don't.
Until it doesn't, and then that's when you know.
That's what we're doing. So Grizzly be in the States, huh?
Going to the States in 14 days. What are you doing down here in the States? And what state are you going to? Let's see, in British Columbia. Which side of Canada is that? If you're looking at a map, is that the left side or the right side? Like, is that the west coast or the east coast of Canada? Because if you're on the east coast,
I would say it's center east.
Because if you're on the east coast, you come down through like Detroit or something, don't you? Isn't that like where one of the big main passes
Oh, okay,
is
above
there?
Washington. That's right.
Oh, it is the west side. Okay.
What am I thinking of? Is it Toronto? That's further east, like kind of above Michigan and shit. Is that what I'm thinking of?
West, yeah, okay. Everyone's smarter than we are. That's fine. That's fair. I'm used to that.
I can tell you where states are, but like past that.
Yeah, that's the Americas for you. It's like, oh, we know where the United States is. Everything else is like, I don't know.
I don't know if any of you guys follow Josh from England on Instagram. He's hilarious. I love that guy. But he's been visiting the U.S. More and more. Like, he kind of basically did it just to, like, oh, I have a whole bunch of American followers. Like, might as well go check it out,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So he ended up renting a van to drive across the U.S., thinking it was going to take him, 2 or 3 days to hit a couple states. And he was here for like a month and finally made it to the, like, he wanted to hit, New Orleans and Orlando and all the big ones. And one of the things he was saying that I think is pretty true, like a lot of people in Europe and that surrounding area, they all have passports. But like, it's pretty, I won't say it's uncommon, but like not everybody you run into in the U.S. is going to have a passport. Most of them never get one their entire life.
I don't have one.
And he says a lot of people say Americans are not well traveled. Well, he's like, I'm here to tell you, they don't have to be. Like, going to a different state is almost like going to a different country.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of diversity from state to state. I mean, just going from Wyoming to Colorado, like, landscape-wise, somewhat similar, but, like, diversity-wise, like, as far as, like culture-wise,
it's a whole
completely
different thing.
Completely different.
Yeah. And, like, Jose, he's from Colorado, and he was saying, like, even the Hispanic scene from Colorado to, like, Texas is, like, way different.
Way different.
Like, I don't have one, never have. Yeah, me neither.
I had one. I had to get one way back in the day because I've been to Canada, and, well, I don't know. And again, this I don't know, just asking. I don't know if this is a thing or not. When you're really young, is there, like, an age limit for a passport? Like, do you have to get one at a certain age, or do you just have to have one no matter what?
So, I think when you're a minor, you still have to have a photo ID, but I think you go on your parents' passport.
Okay, because I know I've been to Mexico and I've been to Canada, but I don't remember needing a passport to go to those places, but I was also very young, so I'm not sure.
Chris, is that the guy from Florida? Which guy are you talking about? Guy from Florida. I'm trying to like think back. No, the guy that was talking about that, he's from the UK. He's from like Great Britain somewhere. I have two because I work for the government, so I have to keep this. Oh, yep. Special red one.
Is the red one like a government passport thing?
Yeah.
It's
like the speed pass, bro. I don't have a passport. I have a personal ID card, and that's sufficient to travel all over the. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So similar to traveling state to state here, you don't need you just need your ID.
Yeah.
Just basically to show.
And even then, you don't necessarily need the ID to travel. You can just hop on the bus and go.
If you're driving, you need an ID, but if you're just traveling, you don't. All right, I'm gonna go pee really quick.
Hell yeah,
You handle this.
I'll monitor this. Cool down. We almost cooled down. We're ready to get back to it. So it is almost. Let me see, 10:43. Okay. We'll probably stop and take lunch around 12:30. If we're not done with the job, we'll just stay live, take you to lunch with us. Who knows? We might hit Frosties or something, or HQ barbecue. So good. It's like in bed. Okay, so it reduces some of the stuff I have to deal with. That's nice. Yeah, it's like Washington had a special driver's license. I forget what it was called. I think it was just the enhanced license, and you could go from the U.S. to Mexico and U.S. to Canada, and you could basically take like the fast lane. I don't know if it's this way anymore, but it used to be you would just have the license on the dash, and it would scan you like before you actually hit the border. It would scan your ID, and if you were good to go, they would just lower the gate and you would just drive through. You wouldn't have to actually stop and talk to anybody. Which I never did that, but
I peed in the register.
Let's go, dude. Gold star. Hell yeah. It's called the real ID. That's facts.
So
yeah.
How do you get this seal out of here? Does it just pop out, or?
So I gotta take a pry bar from this side and then
push it out?
Knock it, push it in this way. And then when I put the new one in, I have to use the book and tap it in, that's always the worst part.
Of course, getting it seated in that thing.
And then not getting it crooked.
Yep.
Oh, God. It's gonna suck.
It's like with a fucking water pump seal, dude.
Oh, man.
If you're off by that much, you just have a waterfall under your car.
Talk about Nexus. Yeah. That's the word, the Nexus thing.
What's Nexus?
Let's talk about how Washington had an enhanced ID to where you could drive to Canada and Mexico and basically like skip the line. They have a lane where you just set your driver's license on the dash and just drive through it. It scans it.
Oh, that's kind of nice. That's called the Nexus.
Now, I don't know if it's still that way. Like, over the past 6 years, a lot has changed when it comes to the borders. Yeah. But
I've been really interested. I watch a lot. Well, I guess recently I've taken to watching like these like the Border Patrol reality shows and like just watching like people crossing over, stories, things like that, and like finding drugs in people's cars and shit. Pretty cool. The border is either way, like either side, even like not the Mexican border, U.S.-Mexico border. That's a whole
shit show.
That's a whole thing in itself. But like even watching like the Canadian, just watching dudes that go through, and I've done that a couple of times myself. And
is that the one where like they we had a suspicious package or whatever, right?
U.S. Border Patrol, they show all the mail facilities and things like that. And then they'll show the dudes that like run the gates where people are driving through and stuff. It's surprising to see how many people like have work passports to work in the States or work in Canada or Mexico or whatever it is, and they see them on a daily basis. They just see cars come through. Like, what's up, man? How's it going? And send them through.
Yeah, a lot of people in Mexico, especially if they live close to the border, they'll come and work in the U.S. because they get paid more.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
James Bond, good to see you, buddy. And take it easy out there. We will catch you on the episodes in the comment section. I know we will because you're a loyal follower. And whatever you get up to, stay safe, buddy.
Less than 10 miles away from the Mexico border. Yep.
Don says lunch at Frosty's. Maybe. That's
either that or HQ, man. HQ is a good.
Are we doing lunch today? We getting lunch today?
I told him, I was like, if we're not done with this by lunchtime, we'll just take you guys to lunch. Fuck it. So, alrighty. We're going to go ahead and one of the most necessary tools in a mechanic's arsenal.
With enough power and enough force. Oh, okay.
We're going to go ahead and popping ibuprofen, okay? Got the back pain. Back pain's real today.
Bill says, I think HQ it is. Dude, beginning of this week, man, Monday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday this week, I don't know what I did. I must have slept wrong. I have a really nice bed. It's brand new, memory foam mattress, and I have been sleeping like a fucking baby on that thing. But I must have gotten into a position Monday night or Tuesday night or Sunday night or Monday night where I must have just been sleeping like like we get in one of this and you just like stuck and you don't realize you're doing it. Because I woke up, dude, and about 30 minutes after I woke up, I literally felt like I had a hangover. I had like a headache. I like couldn't stand up straight, and like all day at work, I was like couldn't bend down and lift stuff.
If it was like Monday or Tuesday, it could be that old people shit, okay? Because it was either Monday or Tuesday night. Went to bed, woke up the next morning, fucking headache. My legs are sore, my back is sore, and it like rained that night.
Yeah.
And we had a pretty good thunderstorm.
The pressure change.
And like my gout was acting up.
Dude,
bro.
I literally got in the work truck and I was like, I feel like I'm hungover. My boss was like, "Did you drink last night?" I was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
I was just like, but like my back hurts. I literally have a headache. Like, and I've been drinking tons of water.
Like, kind of your neck?
It was like a full backside of the head, and then like wrapped around the top of the head thing, dude. I was like, oh, it was horrible. But yeah, other than that.
Oh yeah, that's a new development since you last seen us. I woke up one day with just like terrible foot pain. Okay, so it's not like your big toe, but the toe next to it. It seriously got so bad that I thought I had broke it. And so like I went to the doctor and I was like, dude, this like my foot's so swole up, barely get my boot off. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, it turns out I just have gout. Okay, that's fucking great.
Yep.
Right? Family genetics.
Gotta lay off that red meat, bro.
That's it. He goes, you eat like a lot of red meat? And I was like, define a lot of red meat.
A lot of red meat.
He's
or
like,
a lot of seafood?
more than like 3 pounds in a day. I was like, no.
God damn,
not a
you're
shot.
like, no.
He's like, same thing with like shrimp or anything? No. He's, okay, well, we'll do a blood test, see what comes up. And then he's like, you probably have gout. He goes, I can give you a prescription, which is like $80 for 30 days, or you can go buy some Aleve, and it's the same thing.
Stay
basically.
regular on it, yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'll go buy Aleve. And like the Aleve tends to work. So I didn't used to drink coffee every morning. I've been drinking most mornings, but not every morning. Coffee helps. Cherry juice works really, really well.
Probably cherry juice and like cranberry juice probably does the same thing. I know.
Cranberry juice, not necessarily. There's something. God, what's that? It's some sort of amino acid that's in cherry juice.
Okay.
That helps with the uric acid buildup.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm learning stuff. Look at us.
Going right now, one day 100 degrees, next day 70. Yeah, we've had like.
That's kind of how it's been here.
90, and then we had one day that was like 65.
Last week we had 2 days last week
nice.
that was like the high temperature was like below 70 degrees, and it was weird. Because that doesn't happen middle of August in Wyoming ever. Normally, middle of August is like we're sweating. We're sweating pretty good. But we also had
had the sweats early, dude.
We had a couple of days in June this year that were like 100 degrees, and that never happens either. Normally in June it's like we're starting to build up temperature, but it's still pretty cold.
60 to 75.
Yeah, and June this year, a couple of days it was like 98, 99. I think one day it was over 100 degrees, and it was like, what is going on? And then a couple of days in August that were like, not even 70 degrees. It was like, Mother Nature's doing weird shit. I don't know. That's what it is. Cranberry juice is good for kidneys. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bladder infections, that kind of thing. All right. What do we got, Chris? Let's take a look. Chris is sticking things and other things.
Sticking things.
Here we go. Let's get back at it.
All right, go ahead and watch inside the dish.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's coming your way.
Oh, yeah, she's coming.
Hit the top.
Oh, careful now.
Easy.
Just the tip here.
Over-penetrated, okay? Let's see. Is that... Because there's a guide that I don't want to knock out. Okay, I think we're okay.
Oh, yeah, she's coming. She's coming. Well, and out she goes.
All of that for that.
All that
piece
work
of
for
shit.
that little tiny thing right there. Just go ahead and set that there for now.
So, I was thinking about a Ford. I don't know why. Sometimes when I haven't done a job in a long time, I get Fords and Dodges mixed up. I have this exact same job to do on a Ford next week. The Fords have a guide that's kind of similar to this. So what this does is when you put the axle in, it guides the axle into place without damaging the
Oh,
seal.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Ford has a separate piece that's like this. It's a Teflon piece that's pressed in. That's before the seal. So you have to insert your pry bar through that piece and then angle it down to hit the seal on the other side. Because if you press out that nylon piece when you go to put in your axle,
It leaks. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that. It seems like then this is a better design than that. That seems kind of like
just hits it and up and go.
having a fucking nylon ring in there seems like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and it's not.
Yeah, like why would you do that? You could build something durable. Nah, let's put plastic in there. That's the best way to do it.
All right. Let's clean this up. Oh yeah, that's why it was leaking. Looks like somebody hit it with a pry bar.
Looks like somebody was in there knocking it around with a pry bar. I don't know.
Weird, bro. Clean this up. I'm actually surprised.
Cool. So we are
as bad as it was, because like when the diff was full, it would like leave a puddle, like it was bad. And so I was like, well, it's only going to drain so far, so I'm not worried about it with as much as I drive it, which I don't drive it all that much.
more so in the wintertime.
Yeah. But I don't really see, I mean, I guess maybe the seal's just a little stiff, not as soft as it used to be. But who knows?
Liquid will find a way, man.
It'll find a way.
That's the worst thing about cars, I think, is the liquid.
It's like
Any water, coolant, oil, any of that stuff, because it will find a way.
an
And
old Dodge will find a way.
Yep.
Okay, so before we put the seal in, we're going to clean all of this up. We're going to take a little razor blade, clean off all of this. We're going to take a
Sure.
razor wheel to it, clean it up.
sure,
And then try to clean out our tubes if we can.
we
Sometimes
are
that's-
just about halfway through this process, and
we are 50%.
I say almost halfway because we still have to put the new bearing in there, or the new seal in there, and that could be potentially the worst part of the whole thing. So once we get that thing in there, then it's like, okay, we're 50% of the way, and then the rest of the job should go pretty easy because everything's just bolting stuff back together.
Satisfying. Oh.
We just had a comment. Who was it? Jaden states, "So glad I could actually catch us. What's up, dude? What's going on, Jaden? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Throw us a like if you would. That'd be fantastic. We got 30 likes right now. That's amazing. Every like that you guys give us helps us get back into the groove and the algorithms thing. So,
Yes.
actually, it was funny the other day because we posted those shorts advertising for this weekend. And my coworker came to work the day after I posted mine, and he was like, "Dude, I was watching YouTube stuff the other night, and I was watching shorts, and like you popped up in my shorts."
Let's go.
And I was like, "Hell yeah, bro, that's good." And he was like, it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, "That's good, man."
He's like, wait, I know that.
He's
guy.
like, "Wait a second, is that
Like,
Matt?"
Wait a minute, I hate that guy. Dude, I always wonder like how many people have our stuff come up in their feed. They're like, oh god.
They're like,
here's
"Oh,
this again."
geez, pass."
Scroll.
Yeah, scroll quick, scroll. Lumbra says, "My hometown lies in a lowland surrounded by much higher land, so the air doesn't exchange very much."
Oh, yeah.
And then they said, "Almost no wind, not like in Wyoming," and I am jealous.
Jealous.
That's one of the things I hate most. One of the things I hate. God damn it, Bill! You popped up on my shorts. Oh, really now? One of the things I hate most about living in Wyoming is the wind. It
Yeah,
is.
the snow. To be honest, they're below freezing. Like anything below zero, all feels the same.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep.
But like.
When the wind blows.
Snow is fine. The ice is fine. I don't care.
Nope.
I actually enjoy the snow, but the wind.
The wind that comes with it makes it miserable. Now, I know some people would see what you're doing right now, Chris, and may have some controversial things to say about it. What's the, because because you're using a whizzy wheel on a gasket surface,
Yep.
but I assume that this whizzy wheel has a very low grade abrasion.
It's a low to medium.
Okay.
Now, here's the deal. Because this is cast iron, it's not going to hurt it.
Okay.
If it was aluminum, I wouldn't use it.
Ah, okay. Therein lies the caveat.
Now, the other thing, too, is you don't want to use this on, like, engine internals. So, like, valve covers, oil pans, stuff like that. Because this stuff will flake off and get into the oil.
Oh, okay.
End up in your main bearings.
And you're fucked.
Your motor.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I do it anyway. I just make sure to wash them out. I don't use it on cylinder heads because you can't wash them out.
Okay.
The valve covers, I have it off. It's in my hand. I take it away from the vehicle.
Yeah.
Clean it up, wash it out real good, make it look brand new, slap it back on.
Okay.
But, water pumps, cooling systems, whatever.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But anything with oil, I try not to. Like, this is even bad for the bearings for the discs. You're gonna have stuff in there, but we're gonna wash it all out. So doesn't matter.
Gable guy, what's up?
What's up, bro?
And then I think I can't read it. Is it Angel's Custom Garage or is it?
Angel's Custom.
Is that what it is? Well, they're in the house. What's up?
Let's go, bro.
Thanks for joining us, guys. You are catching us about halfway through this axle seal job. Chris is just cleaning up some surfaces here. We got the differential out with the differential cheek spreader, as James Bond put it. And we're just kind of getting ready for the second half of the job, which is putting the new one in and putting everything back together.
Yeah, some pretty good. Somebody's been in here before. We got some pretty good scoring there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So we're going to silicone this thing anyway.
And the silicone's going to fill that
And
gap.
silicone's going to fill it.
Yeah.
If I see those go all the way to the edge, you're supposed to replace the case. Okay?
Angel's Garage says, give it that Haktua, Chris.
Just get on that thing. Okay, but what a lot of guys do is they'll just put a little tack on the edge and then grind it down flat.
Oh.
So I don't do any of that. I just pack it full of silicone.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, let me see you guys real quick.
Silicone, we got some stuff on there. Oh.
There you go. You had a whole bunch of this on you.
Oh.
Alright. Now let's take this diff cover here.
Same thing with the diff cover. Now, I noticed you left this bottom part here kind of still.
It looks like it's dirty. It's because it's got oil on it.
Oh.
Once you hit it with brake clean,
Shit. That makes sense, because that's where the oil collects, at the lowest point. Duh.
Whoa, weird.
Hell yeah, bro. Some HQ barbecue actually is starting to sound
Dude, that
better and better.
Brisket mac and cheese.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
They've got so many good options there.
The chicken bacon mac, the brisket mac and cheese. They're just brisket in general.
Dude, they're
Super
brisket.
good.
They're slow cooked brisket. And to be honest, so you guys,
Dude, they're grilled chicken.
so anybody that's not from Wyoming, well, I guess not from Casper or Wyoming, we have a barbecue joint in Casper. It's called HQ Barbecue.
Now, I will say, compared to barbecue places in Texas and the East Coast,
oh, dude.
it doesn't even compare.
No, it's
the ones in Texas on the East Coast are like.
it's the same philosophy I have with any like seafood joint. You know, like you can find some good seafood in Casper, but at the end of the day,
Good Casper seafood.
we're in the middle of the country, and by the time that seafood gets to us, it has traveled a long ways. So if you go to the coast and have seafood, it's not even a comparison. It's not even close. However, I will say with this HQ barbecue, their mac and cheese, I don't know what they do or how they do it, but their mac and cheese is some of the best I've ever had in my life. No joke, no exaggeration. It is unbelievably good. And then they throw their slow cooked brisket in there. I don't know how long they cook their brisket. It's like 24 hours, maybe 48. But they slow cook that shit, and it is, it's fantastic. They've got great chicken options. They've got one of the best chili cheese dogs I've ever had in my life. It's awesome. And my mouth is starting to water thinking about it. Anyways, here's the back side of the shop.
This is where all the black market deals.
Yep, this is where they sell stuff on the internet. Oh, I've never actually seen you use this wash bay.
as much oil off this as I can so it doesn't wear my pad out so fast.
Oh, thanks for the link, Bill. Bill just said if you're in the area, check it out, and then he put a link for HQ Barbecue on there.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Bill is a great moderator, turns out.
Good moderator. It's almost like he's done this.
Yeah, it's almost like he's moderated for much bigger channels. What is this thing? This looks nice. I don't want to show it on camera in case it's something that we are working on, but
That's a motor job I got to get here in about 2 weeks.
this isn't yours?
No.
Okay.
That is the motor out of I think it's a 93 Toyota Tacoma.
It looks nice. It looks brand new.
It is.
Okay, that makes sense.
It is brand new, freshly built.
Dang. It's still got the barcode stickers on it.
Yeah, now, this Toyota this guy has, 300,000 miles.
Oh my God.
We told him, bro, not worth it. Your transmission's next.
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
Your differentials, your transfer case.
Yep, all that's
He's
coming.
like, I just really love it. I'm doing the motor.
Okay. Yeah, sure, okay. And then he'll be back in a few months after the motor doing the transmission.
Yep. We're trying to talk him into, we're going to pull the motor and training at the same time.
Oh, and then while it's out, like,
We're like,
hey.
dude, while it's out, send it off to Dayton's, have him rebuild it.
Yep.
See what he says.
Oh, Gable Guy says, I'll have to tell my parents about the barbecue. They're actually in Casper currently. Yeah, highly recommend. Send them to HQ Barbecue, man.
Yeah, I think the best barbecue in town is Smoking Hot Butts, which is a
Food truck.
truck.
Yep, food truck.
But he's not out full time, so
Yeah, and sometimes
you have to catch it.
food trucks here are kind of hit or miss sometimes, where depending on where they're at. Sometimes they're in real random spots that you're like, oh, I didn't know they were out there. And then they're only there for a few hours, and then you miss them.
Well, and it's not a full-time job either. He's the fleet manager over at Fremont.
Oh, okay.
So he just does it in his spare time because he loves barbecue. I think it's time for a new pad.
New Brillo pad. We were just gonna set that over there for now. I don't know. You guys probably didn't see that, but he just kind of launched it into the air.
Just set that in.
You just go ahead and set that anywhere for now.
Sneak peek of my future project.
Well, yeah, okay. So this is kind of Chris's corner here. I'm not going to say what it is, but this is kind of the start. Well, maybe some of the product of Chris's future project. I won't give away what it is, but some of you gearheads out there may be able to tell just by what's on this rack, kind of what he's working on. I won't say yes or no if you guess right, but that is part of Chris's future project here. I assume this is maybe some of it as well. Can't really tell, but could be. But yeah, and then one of these days, maybe on a live stream at the house, we can do the same thing from the cell phone, and I can take you guys out to the garage and show you the Camaro that's in the garage at my house. There's a lot of, you want to talk a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in my garage right now.
I didn't have any new ones, so I picked up a used better one.
I didn't see it. I thought you went back over and picked up the one you threw. Like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that until I checked.
Need to order some more. But this one's cleaning it up better. I know a lot of guys, why do you spend so much time cleaning? You can just silicone that thing and throw it on.
No.
Listen, there's a reason
No.
why I fix everybody's comes back. When it comes to silicone, you have to be really meticulous, make sure everything's dry, make sure everything's smooth and perfect. Otherwise, it's not going to
Dude,
adhere.
I would say when it comes to most mating surfaces, it's better to just have a clean surface.
It is, for sure.
I feel like if you're not going to take the time and clean it, it's just all the sooner that you're going to be back doing the same thing again.
Yep.
Because you've disrupted the mating surface. You don't get as clean of a contact, you know.
All right.
Gable Guy says, what era Camaro, Matt? It is a 1980 Z28.
Let me turn this on so you can see.
What you got? Oh, we got some. Oh, shit, there's lights in here. I don't know if I've ever seen the lights on in here before. Maybe once.
So, if you look in here, see all that tiny little particulate? Does that pick up?
Yeah.
That's the stuff you don't want in your bearings.
Gotcha.
So you don't wash all that out.
And that's why we're in the wash tub.
Now what's really cool about this wash tub is I could, if I wanted to move everything in the shop, this wash tub will roll over underneath that dip and I can clean the whole
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
I'm not reorganizing the whole shop to make that happen. So.
Man, and this is like some of the stuff that, see, this is the kind of stuff, like, this is why you bring your projects to, when you have something that's serious that needs done, you bring it to a professional because they have resources and tools like this. Like, and you could, if I'm not mistaken, you could go out and buy one of these. I'm sure they sell it. Yeah, so, but I'm guessing it is probably very, very expensive. Yeah, so thousands of dollars for one of those things. So again, it all comes back to when you hear people complaining about, oh, why is a mechanic so expensive, this, that, and the other. It's like Bill was saying before in the live stream, you're paying for their
$6,000, $5,000.
Yep.
$3,500 for the washer.
So just in this room,
AC machine is about $5,000.
just in this room, there's they've got an AC filler compressor thing back here. Just in this room alone, you've got I don't even know, 50 grand worth of stuff just in like main tools, not to mention just the random stuff that's sitting around in that room.
As a mechanic, the shop doesn't provide you tools. You have to provide them for yourself. That's $54,000 right there in that toolbox.
Yep. And not to mention the giant orange one that we've been broadcasting from for this. That's Jason's toolbox, the owner of the place.
I think that toolbox just by itself, when it was brand new, with the hutch, with the stainless top, it has like lights and plugins and everything. Like it was the gold.
It's
edition,
yeah.
Okay? I want to say it was like 20 grand.
I was gonna say 30. Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like even this would be considered like a lower level toolbox, but you're still probably.
And that one we got on sale for $3,800.
Okay, see,
Like really
$3,800, but I mean, you're talking $4,000 just for something to hold the tools that you're gonna need for the job. So.
Where did all my brake clean go, bro? I just had some over here.
Right there, I see it.
So,
Yeah, boy. Brake clean / hand soap.
make sure that it's all nice and dry.
Oh yeah, I needed another hit. Appreciate that. Now we're stoned again.
Wash out this, wash out my bearing journals. Yeah, look at all that black shit coming
She's dripping, boy. Gable Guy says, being a mechanic, you can make good money, but you got to spend money up front to do so.
That's it. Like, you really start making money once your tools are paid off. That's when you start to make
Yep.
money. So a lot of guys think, oh, I'm going to go to automotive school, get out, and make like, $100 grand a year. It's like, you're not.
Yeah. No, you're not.
By the time you pay up, like, I've been in this for 12 years, and I'm not there yet.
Lumbra has a good question. I think I know the answer, but I'll let you answer it. Do you guys use an endoscope to inspect the combustion chamber or a fog or smoke machine to check whether an intake is sealed tight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure that's like pretty standard practice. Like if you need to find a leak, you can smoke it out.
We have a smoke machine that we can check. I've checked exhaust systems with it before, PCV systems. I've checked for fuel leaks with them.
That makes sense.
I've checked intake leaks. I've done that smoke machine you can use for all sorts of stuff. You can even, if you wanted to find out where, let's say this diff was just leaking from everywhere, you could take an axle out and then pump the smoke into one side and see if you have smoke coming out of this.
Any of the, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's going to help you find any type of leak. As far as an endoscope, I'm not familiar with that term, but we do have a...
like a borescope.
We have a borescope,
Yeah.
which is like a little camera we'll stick down.
Same thing. Endoscope is the medical translation, I think.
is it?
Yeah, it's the same thing as a borescope. Just a little tiny camera on the end of a wire, so you can take a spark plug out and put it down in there and check your cylinders.
See if you see any kissing going on now.
Yep. Check for scoring on your cylinders and things like that. Yeah, I think I even have a borescope in my toolbox. It's like a real cheap Amazon one, but you know.
It's really funny. Jose, he's the other guy who works here. He got one.
Owner of that toolbox over there.
He got one off of Timu. Okay. And I was like, bro, this is gonna be. It's the best picture quality I've ever seen.
Dude.
The Snap-on one is garbage compared to that one. I'm like, no way. Like, it looks so good. I want to get the one, though, where it has the controls on it, where you can actually control the tip of the camera.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's so nice.
Bill says, listen to Matt sounding smart. I know a little about a lot and a lot about a little. And endoscope and borescope is something I know a little about.
Oh, I get it. Endoscope. It looks in the endo of your ass.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an endoscope. It's for fitting small cameras in tight holes. That's all we're going to say about that.
Tight holes. Let's go clean this one up. Oh, I see. Okay, so that silicone that you're seeing.
Yeah, that bulged out silicone in there.
Really unnecessary, but I appreciate that they did it. These axle tubes, right? So they don't know what vehicle this differential is going to be going on when they build it. They build just the center section.
Oh, okay.
Then they press these tubes into the center section of the vehicle.
Oh,
So that silicone is probably there to help prevent any leaks.
that makes sense.
Usually it's machined so well you don't need it. But, you know, it's 97. I appreciate them thinking of me.
Thinking of future Chris.
It looks pretty good. Let's shine a little light in there. Okay, once again, $260
For a flashlight.
for a flashlight.
Don says, proctologist night school?
Yes. Pretty damn good.
Yeah, it looks good in there, man. Also, cream.
I'll be so sad if the axis is wrong.
Oh, dude. I'd be like, all right, and we're calling it for the day. If it's the wrong part, I mean, what do? This is a close-up look at the inside of the differential here. Oh, look at down the tube of one side. And this is the part where I'm telling you guys we are almost halfway done. But once we hit that halfway point, everything will start going real smooth. It's just that we got one little more speed bump to get through. Does that got plastic on it?
No. It's this part here, once the gear oil hits it, it makes it tacky and kind of just cements it in place. This guy go in. That silicone is killing me. It is in my way.
See, this is why I said we're not halfway until that thing goes in, because I knew it was going to be a speed bump.
I wonder if I can peel that out. Probably shouldn't, but
Yeah, is that going to cause a leak?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Bill says the sealant for the seal. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna put a little bit of what I like to call askew on everything. So if you guys are some DIYers doing stuff at home, buy you some loop guard assembly goo.
Or for the uninitiated, this is how Chris introduced me to this stuff.
The askew.
That's exactly. He was like, I was putting an alternator in someone's car who will not be named, and I was like, dude, this thing will not go in. I was like, I've been trying and it just, there's this one little, it's just like, it won't, like the bolt that holds the alternator in, it just like, the new one, the old one was worn down a little bit, so it came right in and right out. The new one, the bracket on it was just, it was real, machined real sharp, and it would not go in. So I was like, you got to come over here and help, dude. Chris shows up on his motorcycle with his backpack, and he's all, let me get out my askew, and pulls out a bottle of this. and put some on there, and boom, popped right in. And I was like, well, that's changed my perspective on the whole thing. And I went down a couple days later and bought a bucket of Askew, just because I was like, I guess I need that now.
It works on everything.
It's one of the things that Chris says. It's one of his most useful resources.
And it's for transmissions. So like, if you put it on an oil seal anyway, it's not going to.
It doesn't hurt anything. Yeah.
Transmissions are super sensitive.
Okay, so I see you've got the thing in there.
Kind of.
Well, it's resting.
It's resting. Let's take a little siesta.
Bill says, I keep saying it, lubrication is the key.
Be sure to lube your.
Yeah, that's what it, Ovaltine.
Your partner as well as your own hole.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Where's all my seal installers?
Lumbra says, I think Louis Rossman just ranted about a headlight that's communicating encrypted to prevent using third-party replacement parts. And then says, okay, the headlight's using cryptographic keys to restrict repairs. Is that a thing?
Crazy. I've never heard of it.
Really? A headlight keeping you from, which I'm sure maybe translates to, the headlight is throwing a code when you put in a new one, where it has to be reset by a computer or something like that. Yeah, which is very common on new cars, very common. The sensors on new cars are getting unrealistically unreasonable. Is that in?
No.
Oh, no, it is not. Well, yeah, sure it is. Throw everything back in.
Not to get stupid,
Okay.
I have a special, here we go. So we need this. Nope, not that one. Where's that? I have a special one for this.
Special stick for your donut hole?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
I might have to do it different, but that's okay.
Oh boy. It is about to get stupid, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we need some more to go.
We got a 3-inch onto a
Onto a 5-foot.
7-inch onto a 4-footer. Oh, Prozac's in the room. What up, Prozac? How's it going, man? Long time. He's like, what? No way. Howdy, y'all.
Okay. That's gonna barely work.
Lumber, you can throw a link in the chat. No problem. Gable guy says, even older, my '01 Volvo, they ran all the wires through the driver door switches. That panel goes out, you lose almost everything inside.
Hey Matt, you want to see something?
Sure.
Mr. Gable guy talking about that. Here's
Oh.
a door harness out of a Volvo.
Oh shit, we got one right here, dude. Oh my god, no shit. Damn,
They
dude.
run everything through that driver's side door.
So yeah, Chris is
Done that.
has experienced that recently. Turns
They've
out.
done that.
Damn, dude. Why would they do that? Wow.
Who knows?
Huh.
He's like, oh yeah, Volvo doors. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. I know about it. Okay. All right, Matt. This is gonna be a 2-person job.
Okay.
So
About to set this camera down
let's
and.
explain it before we set it down.
Oh sure. Okay, hang
What
on.
we
Come
got
on back.
going on, we got a giant
Oh yeah, here.
extension.
So
set
you
up
can see
all
it
the
through
way
this side. So he's got this extension starts here. Oh, sorry.
You're gonna
Comes
figure
out
it
here.
Comes out here. We're gonna have our seal installer here. One of us is gonna hold it center, and then the other guy's gonna be all the way on the other side of the hammer.
Chris is going to be hammering. I'm going to be holding.
Well, I'm gonna have you drive it in.
Oh, I'm going to be hammering. Chris is going to be holding. So here we go. Let's see what happens.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
we're doing
that'll work.
Okay.
That'd be perfect. I was looking for it, right? Okay, so I need to drag it this side just a little bit further, so go ahead.
How far?
I'll let you know. I'm gonna have to give a more of that. Okay, she's coming along, stuck on silicone again.
Love that.
Love that. Okay, good. Thought I was ready. I was not ready.
You're good.
Let me see if I can find one that's just barely small. You know what? Think about that. That is the barely smaller I need.
Right?
Yep. Okay. We're going to do... Okay, I'm going to push back again, see if you're going to pull that.
Okay.
Okay. Let it go forward. Okay, good. Just give her 3 or 4 good taps.
Oh, I just got to hit the thing. How do we feel?
That looks good to me. Chipped a little bit of silicone in there, but that's alright.
That looks pretty decent, bud.
Alright. So let's go extract this guy. Ready, here we go.
I didn't have your camera for that, so they might have seen it just slide all the way out over there, but
It's like that episode where I don't know if you guys remember the old Batman, the Joker all pulls out a revolver, just
oh yeah.
oh shit, she come apart. Okay, take two.
Prozac said, I had a VW GLI that I loved until I didn't. It was a nightmare once things started going wrong. And as far as I know, you love Volkswagens, right? They're like some of your favorites.
Sure.
Chris also has a soft spot for Volkswagen. He loves them, especially when people bring them in to work on them.
Oh, it's the best.
Me and him did a turbo on his dad's Volkswagen. What was that? A month ago or so, something like that. Boy.
It was rough.
Even with 2
It was
people,
really rough.
that thing was.
It's a Volkswagen diesel, little 2006, 2005, 2006, I think.
Gable Guy says, I'll keep my 92 VW Fox. Started making them in the 80s and didn't change anything on them until they quit making them.
That was the only good thing they did is don't touch nothing.
Yeah, right.
It's just, it's a good car, let's not touch it.
Dawn hit a soft spot with me. She says, I miss my 1979 5-speed Volkswagen Rabbit. Now,
Those are cool.
the only reason I don't own a Volkswagen is because of Chris. If it weren't for Chris, I would be driving a Volkswagen Golf R right now. I would have one. Because those cars, I love them. I love the little hatchbacks. I love that they're, the Golf R is a 6-speed, all-wheel drive, little turbocharged thing. Dude, I would own one of those in a heartbeat. If it weren't for Chris going, basically, I will never work on that car. So I don't own one because he hates working on Volkswagens, and that's. I think he's got an almost equal hate for working on Subarus, but I make him do it anyways.
The Subarus, at least, they have shitty parts in certain spots.
Certain things, yeah.
But
not as bad.
Workable,
they're workable, yeah.
Like, you don't have to have a shitload of special tools to do anything like that.
Yeah. Gable Guy says, I'll keep my 92 VW Fox. Okay, you got that one. I think my Fox is a cousin to the Rabbit. Uses a slant 1.84 cylinder, or 1.84 cylinder, like nothing electronic on the thing.
Yeah.
And that makes sense with the 80s, things like that, yeah.
Yeah, the 80s, early 90s were great.
Bill says, is that a ball peen dead blow? Is that what this is?
Yep.
Yep.
It does have sand in it, yeah.
It does have sand in it, yeah.
And then, it's not a true dead bull, but this one, which by the way,
Oh, I have one of those.
okay, Harbor Freight.
Pittsburgh,
okay?
right?
Yep, good old Pittsburgh.
Yep.
This big heavy orange thing. This is the best dead bull I've ever
Dude,
had.
I have my dad's old one that I believe is a Harbor Freight. It's a Pittsburgh on the side. And it has been beat to shit, but it still does the damn thing, man.
Dude, my
does
snap-on one, I used to have a red snap-on one. I had it warranted, but I was beating on something one time, and the end of the hammer broke, and BBs just everywhere, dude. I was like, oh my god.
Prozac says, this was an 07 that I bought in 09 with 30,000 miles on it. Had about 150,000 miles on it before it started giving me trouble. Seemed like everything went out all at once. Ain't that the truth?
Listen, we got the good one if it made it to 150.
Prozac, I don't know if you heard that, but Chris said you got the good one if you made it to 150,000 miles before everything went out on you. Speaking Volkswagen starts like folk in Germany. Oh, Volkswagen. Oh, okay. It's a Volkswagen.
So Volkswagen.
Gable Guy says it's super easy to work on, front wheel drive, but it's a transaxle type transmission, so the engine sits longitudinal, can get to everything. That's how my Corolla was. Bill says, I have that big heavy orange hammer. Yep, it's a good one to have.
Oh, come on.
Charlie Mike, what's up? I just noticed you. I don't know if you've been in here for a while, but hello.
Speaking of dead blow, you want to hand me that orange one now?
Sure.
We're just going to massage this in. It's a massage, okay?
Kids, try this at home. She's going.
She's like, no.
You want me to...
Let's see, which direction I was going this way?
You were pulling towards us to tighten it. I know it's close.
I'm going to try to pry this back out. God, no wonder there was no shifts in this thing.
God, it doesn't need to be, huh?
So that's center.
Hey, just like that.
There we go.
Satisfying clunk.
All right. So,
Hold.
and just hold that down right there.
Okay.
So that.
But yeah. Just completely disregard what we said earlier. You just throw those anywhere. Just go ahead and put that anywhere. So is this kind of conceptually the same as like a crankshaft or a camshaft, where when you take those off, you kind of want to have them back in the same spot?
Yeah, it's all bearing related.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything with bearings, you want to make sure, especially if you're reusing. If we're putting new ones in it, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Who cares? But
But if you're putting them back in,
reuse them.
make sure they sit the same way.
So,
Give her a little love. Beautiful. Now you can take your cheek spreader off, right?
take the cheek spreader off. Alright, I probably need your help catching the
Yep.
bitch. We're those YouTubers that actually work for a living.
Got jobs and shit, you know?
Got jobs and
I'm out
shit.
there fixing people's driveways and walkways and fixing their foundations.
Oh, that's something else that I don't think they really know about.
Oh yeah, my new job?
Yeah. She's close.
This thing is there, isn't it?
Fuck
Can I
yeah.
make this thing out of fucking iron from the trade centers or something?
Probably. Watch out for that jet fuel though, bro. You can take it right the fuck down.
Jesus Christ, it is heavy. Dude,
Yeah.
this thing straight up weighs like 40 fucking pounds. That's not even an exaggeration. My God.
It's heavy.
I would not want to carry this through the woods. Where do you put it?
Just you know my black cart that's in the back that has all my engine stuff?
Yeah.
Just in the bottom.
Okay.
So, now that we're breathing heavy again here, okay, let's pick you up. Those 2 holes I was talking about that the case spreader set in was these 2. And it basically just literally separates that thing so you can get it in there. So we're going to go ahead and torque those down. I got to look up a torque spec, but...
Torque spark.
Yeah, if you want to catch up on comments there.
Yeah, well, let's see here. Missed my 1967 VW Beetle with the Chevy Chrome reverse rims with G70s on front and J60s on the back.
Hell yeah.
Turned low 20s in the quarter. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good, yeah, for a Volkswagen.
Yeah. Grizzly Power says, best truck to work on?
Chevy Silverado.
I worked on a 1999 GMC Jimmy Envoy for a long time. And to be real honest, that truck that SUV, also really easy to work on.
Yeah, not too bad.
It had the 4.3 liter Vortec V6. To be honest, it was pretty simple. Most things were pretty simple. That hammer's great when you need to let what you're working on know you mean business. Gable Guy says, proudest moment of that little Fox is we did a trip and my brother's 2010 Audi S4 got 34 miles a gallon on high test. My 92 Fox got the same on cheap gas. He hated me.
Let's look at ring gear. I just want a torque spec. Repair, ring gear. Remove and replace. Remove differential axle housing. Yeah, probably won't. I'll just remove the guts, please. Thank you.
Someday, if I ever get rich and famous, I will own a Volkswagen Golf R. But I won't bring it to Chris to fix it.
Show me those fucking. God damn it.
And hopefully, in the next year or so, I will have that Camaro back on the road. The plan is to take it to car shows and try and make a little money on car shows. And then if I can make some money there, I will use that money to reinvest into the car to turn it into a drag car.
That would be fun.
I'm putting the old original 350 engine back in it to take it to car shows and just dress it all up and make it look nice. And then I have another 350 block that has a 4-bolt main on the bottom. And I have an upgraded cam for that and some lifters and things like that. And the plan is to hopefully bore that out to a 383 and a 383 stroker and start sending it.
Bolt bearing cap. Okay, 80 foot-pounds. Jesus.
108 Newton meters, according to Subaru guy, Mr. Subaru. He always goes Newton meters. Yeah, got to do Newton meters. What do we got here? Carl Hornsby, welcome to the chat. We got a message retracted. I just saw it, but I retracted it, so it's fine. Gable Guy says, Prozac, my Fox has a bumper sticker that says 0 to 60 eventually.
Hell yeah. 0 to 60. 5 to 7 business
5 to 7 business days.
There's 80. There's 80.
Oh, here's a good one. I've actually talked to you about this, Chris, and I think I just think it's a nice talking point and something that people might be interested in. So,
you want to show them this thing?
So
Bring it in close.
what was it, a couple months ago? No, it's probably a year ago now at this point. I had Chris do some work on my car, and I asked him, because I saw him pull out this, which is his torque wrench, and I asked him, now, would you rather use a mechanical torque wrench or a digital one? And Chris told me digital all day, every day.
All day.
Which contradicts everything my dad ever told me about using torque wrenches. He always said mechanical is the best way to go because you can set the dial and blah, 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 this and that. Chris said digital's the way to go.
Back in the day, like, they did have digital ones, but the technology wasn't there to actually make them accurate. These Snap-on ones, the one that I have, has been tested, and it's variants of whether it's actually, like, they tested against a calibrated mechanical, like, you're going to set it, and then you're going to take this one and see how close it actually is and see if there's a difference. It's within a quarter pound. So, I mean,
Which is,
back in the day, it used to be like 4 pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
plus or minus.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, the digital ones are nice because I don't have to actually, like, look at the screen. Like, it's got a set of lights here. I'll turn it back on.
oh yeah.
It's got a set of lights that are in here, so I don't have to actually see this. I can watch the lights, it'll go yellow, and then if it goes red, I went too far. But it'll go yellow, green, and then it'll buzz the handle, let you know you're there.
Oh, no shit.
So,
the handle actually vibrates on there?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, like, when I was over here doing this thing, right? Let's just recheck it, right? You'll see I can not be looking at the screen. You'll watch the lights, yellow, 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 green, and it vibrates.
Dude, perfect.
No, not 80.7.
Yeah, he's 0.7 of a pound off of what it should be, which is probably close enough, I imagine. Yeah. So I always thought that was interesting the first time I saw him using that, because I know there's a lot of controversy about using mechanical versus digital, and hearing it from a mechanic perspective, guy that does this stuff all the time, every single day, he says digital is the way to go. And like he said, the further we get into the future and the better that technology becomes, I'm inclined to believe that. I think
they're now Milwaukee is actually testing this. They've been testing it for a couple years. They unveiled it at the SEMA show 2 years ago, but they have an electric wrench that you set the torque to it, and you just pull the button, and it goes till it reaches that torque.
Ah.
Little iffy on that one. They're still in testing and development.
See, Gibson has a set of tuners on one of their guitars that are automatic tuners that you press a button and they tune themselves. And that has, I saw a video, I mean, that technology's been out for a long time, but they haven't updated it or changed it. It's just they did it on one of their guitars and then they released it. I saw a guy on the internet the other day that got one of those guitars and it was tuning itself, and the computer in the tuner's fucked up, and it split the headstock on his guitar. That is about a $4,000 guitar. So, no thanks. I'll stay mechanical with my tuners.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to automotive tools, they have to always be coming up with new stuff, because the automotive industry is always innovating. Always. Like, when it comes to instruments and stuff, sure, they're innovating, but they're not innovating at the same rate.
Sure.
Sure. I mean,
now there are certain aspects of instruments, like, oh, Chris has got some customers.
Wireless caller.
you're gonna have to wait on this one.
There are certain aspects of instruments that are innovating that I think have come leaps and bounds beyond what they were even a few years ago. A few years ago, one of the biggest examples I have is a few years ago, digital drums, electronic drums. Electronic drum sets, I would say even like 5 years ago, there were a very specific sect of electronic drums that you could buy that actually sounded good out of the box and worked well and were responsive. And even, yeah, that was all Roland. It was all Roland. And you're talking $2,500 minimum for like a decent sounding kit. And even then, producers that used electronic drum kits were not using the sounds that came in the module. They would use that module to connect to their recording system, and then they would use drum samples from bigger studios that actually were real drums to replace those samples. Nowadays, you can buy like the electronic drum set that I use in our studio. It's a $650 electronic drum kit that has a MIDI output in it that will just connect right to your computer. You can load samples on it. It's responsive. It works well. It sounds awesome, to be frank. And so there are certain aspects of things that I think that have come a long ways. But as far as other parts of other things in music, I feel like they've tried some things, they just haven't worked out. And so I don't know if they're continuing that R&D or what the situation is, but that's just my 2 cents on the whole thing. Let's see. While Chris is on the phone. Let's see here.
I can't today. I tell you what, if you can leave it with me Monday, I can probably sneak it in and see where this thing is coming from. The only reason I can't today is technically we're closed. I'm just here by myself catching up on some stuff for behind on.
Lumbra, your question, does this wrench have a spring where you need to release the tension? The digital wrenches, the digital torque wrenches, I believe do not have a spring in them because they're digital. So rather than a spring, it's probably more like a sensor or like a computer wiring thing tools are welcome to advance, but the cars can go back to when you could work on them without a PhD. Yeah, and like I was just saying, with the sensors and things like that in new vehicles, it's becoming harder and harder to work on them. And maybe not necessarily like mechanically harder to work on them, but after you're done wrenching on cars, like you basically have to hook a computer up to them and like rescan codes, clear things, because you touch anything on a modern day car and it lights up the dashboard immediately. Basically, you start loosening bolts and the dashboard is like, nope, we're done, we're shutting down. And
rear brakes on 2020 Subaru. Rear brakes. You have to have a scan tool to release the electronic parking brakes so you can do the brakes. And then once you're done, reprogram it to tell it, hey, new brake pads are on, you're good to go. Like,
for brakes. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Just keep it mechanical and just let us replace the brakes.
The technology, man. All right, BMW or Mercedes?
I didn't even notice. So Chris has the diff cover back on. He did that without even seeing. He pulled that off in the background.
Guys in the Rust Belt are screaming right now.
Now,
those are going to break off.
Now, are you going to torque spec those? Or
Nope.
Okay, so lumber, here's one for you since you're over in Germany. This is what Chris likes to call the German Gudentite.
The Gudentite. Okay. The Gudentite.
Now, I guarantee you, there are torque specs for these bolts.
Yep.
But there are certain things that, and I've learned this one from Chris too, there are certain things that there's a torque spec for every single bolt on this vehicle. Like when it came out the factory, everything had a torque spec. But there are some things that they just need to be tight. It doesn't have to have the exact, and I'm sure there's controversy on the internet. There's probably guys out there that are like that, oh, I can't believe you did that.
The reason that dealers have to have a torque spec on every bolt is for safety stuff, right? So they have to be able to prove that the vehicle's safe because they tightened every single bolt to this specification.
Yeah, okay.
Do the bolts necessarily, does this diff cover really need a specification for those bolts? As long as it's tight and it has sealant, even if this diff cover was off, it's not going to cause an accident.
Yeah, you're right.
It is what it is, Oh, let's see what we got.
Real customers.
Oh, it's just mail.
Oh, just mail guy. Okay. I was waiting. It's just the mail guy dropping some stuff off, but the buzzer went off, and I was like, oh, Chris has got some actual stuff going on. Technically, the thing is, while we're here, if the shop is, active and open, Chris has to take phone calls, and if somebody comes in, he's got to play the part because the shop is technically open.
I'm not required to work on their vehicles, but I am required to take appointments, answer phone calls.
Got to make contact.
Questions.
Yep. Got to play customer service.
Yep. All right. So I think next is actually U-joints, which is a really fun game to play.
U-joints, ball joints, right? Kind of same thing? No? I'm wrong.
So let's bring it over and we'll show you.
Okay, coming back. Let's go.
How's our battery looking?
48%.
Let's go.
Not bad. We'll run it until the phone tells us low battery, and then we'll
so
move
ball
over.
joints. These are your ball joints right in here. You have an upper and then a lower, is what we showed you first.
Yep.
So these ball joints hold what's called the spindle assembly to your vehicle. These, when they go bad, this whole piece will rock up and down. So those are your ball joints. They allow the suspension to pivot,
Okay.
which is super nice. Now, the U-joints are these guys on the axle.
Oh, yeah. Shaped
The
like a U.
U-joint
That makes
is what
sense.
allows this guy to do its thing.
Yeah.
Now, the U-joint on the driver's side is bad, but we're just going to replace it.
Okay.
Both sides. So, it's not too bad. I know like my boss, Jason, hates doing them because he breaks them all the time somehow. I don't know, but
Just bad luck.
I guess this will probably be the one that I break. Now, that's good. This is our trash pile, so don't mind the mess, but it is a mess nonetheless.
I don't think I've ever seen this tank not piled with trash.
Crazy thing is, we took it out.
Oh, really?
We took it out Friday morning. Okay, so what I like to do, it's always nice to have a little bit of trash, is you can take this guy, okay, yeah, we've got a pretty steep angle, so go ahead and
Get a little more trash under there. There you go.
slap another little box. That's not bad, I can work with that. So, we're going to do this the old school way. If we have any old school guys, okay, Mr. Matt Gable.
Yep,
Probably knows
yep.
a little bit about this. A lot of guys like to press their U-joints out. I do the old school way with the hammer. So
Cool.
we're about to get into this. Let me see. I'm going to need. Well, first we got to pull the retainers out. So there are little retainers on the back side of these that hold this U-joint in. So I'm going to look for a little spot that I can access them. This one right here. Probably get in here. Here, I'll trade you spots.
Okay.
Use the hammer and knock it out. Maybe. Well, what's this one look like? It's really thinking about it. Damn, no. I wish this light worked.
Is it just bulbs out or the whole thing?
It'll come on for like 2 seconds and show.
Nice. Bad ballast.
Yeah. We got a new one.
I saw him in the office there.
Let's see, do I have a better tool? Probably. There's no set tools, there's no set science to this.
Bill says, give it hell, Chris.
It's just struggling. That's all you have is just struggling. Now, Snap-on says you're not supposed to hammer on this tool. Then why did they put metal on it?
Yep. They knew what you were gonna do.
A little party.
Oh, yes. Making fires in there, dude.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Get all up in your face and shit.
We're doing the same thing with you, bud.
I would really love if we could just let go. Try this side again. Okay, so I got an idea.
Well, Bill, you wanted him to give it hell.
Give a little space to this one, allow this one to come out. These retainers have probably been in here since '97, so not surprised at all.
Chris, you have company.
Oh, what's up?
Hell has been given. Chris has a customer who has just pulled up outside, so we're gonna wait and let him deal with that really quick. And I don't want to get them on camera or anything, so we'll just set that right there for now. and I'll just hang out up here. I don't know if they are press fit U-joints. They might be. It looks like, kind of looks like they are, but I don't know. We're getting into technical stuff that I don't know enough about. But as soon as he's done talking to her, I will ask him that question. Grizz says WD-40 time. Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be the magic trick for sure. I've used a lot of times in the past when I'm working on stuff, I've used like PB Blaster, which is like silicone spray stuff. That seems to do the trick a lot of the times. Yeah, PB Blaster. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I discovered PB Blaster when my garage door actually had a squeaky bearing on one of the rollers. And my stepdad was like, you need to get some PB Blaster. And I was like, what is that? And this was a couple years back. But he was like, just go to AutoZone, Harbor Freight, whatever, and pick up a bottle. And he was like, it'll change your life. And I used that. And he was like, just make sure it's ventilated when you spray it. Because WD-40 is bad. PB Blaster is really bad. Prozac, my old boss had a Street Glide, and he said he loved it. He said it was a very comfortable, easy riding bike. I don't know much about bikes. I want to get into like an enduro dirt bike at some point, but I don't have a license. I've never learned how to ride a bike before. It's something I definitely want to get into, but never had the experience before. So, how's she going, Chris? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Excellent.
You want to hold the bike for me?
Yeah. Let's see what we got going on here. Bill asked if these were press fit U-joints.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Okay.
Yep. So shining a little more on this side. I'm going to tack this one first. You piece of shit. Ooh. There we go.
Get her? So, I can't see anything in there,
a
but
couple more pounds and you'll be able to see. All right, so
Roblox Games 35. What's going on? He just said, "What's up, guys?"
over,
Oh, there we
see
go.
this little retainer in here.
Yep.
This has got to come out.
Boom.
Now we just got to get the rest of them.
Oh,
That felt promising.
looks like she was going. Yeah.
We slipped.
Catastrophic Soul, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Hello. Good to have you here. What did you miss? You have missed quite a bit, actually, but that's okay because we're still kind of in the heart of it. We are replacing is it an axle seal or a differential seal?
Well, we replaced the differential seal. We're working on replacing the axle U-joints currently.
Okay.
And then
So yeah, we've been hard at it for according to this live stream 138 minutes, but we had another live stream that went sour on us because Chris got a phone call.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you haven't missed a whole lot. We just been out here mechanicking,
What am I gonna do?
chit chatting a little bit, and we appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the kind of stuff you've been missing. What happened to Mason Horn music videos?
Mason Horn.
I think that question could be asked about all the music videos for this year for us. We've been going through some stuff this year.
If I remember right, Mason Horn got some sort of deal or something,
Okay.
but I don't remember.
Oh, sorry. Camera comes down, flashlight goes down.
Let's see. Yeah, if he's still independent, check him out. Again, it's been a while. Been a long while. Come on.
Get out of there.
So here's what we might end up doing. Sometimes when they're difficult like this, we're just going to try to press this side off.
Oh, she's going. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, buddy.
Off. And
Then you've got better access to that side?
hopefully, if we can, now this side's not going to come up. What I want to do, try to smack it down a little bit. So I'm going to get just a little more room.
A little more clearance on that.
To try to get that pin out. I haven't had a retainer pin fight me this hard in a long time. I might need one of those sharp ones.
This is where we're at right now. We're just trying to get this pin off of here. There's a retainer pin in there that's holding this on. He's trying to get it off. He's got the other side off and then got the press off of there. And now we're just trying to get this side off. Oh, she's coming. She's coming. Boom, just like that.
Just like that.
So now that is off of there. You can see it sticking out right there. Flip that. Boom, knick-knack, paddywhack. Take that shit off. Oh, that is shattered.
Hell yeah, it is.
Those teeth have left the chat.
That's a dust shield. We'll probably end up putting it back on. But... Alright, so there's that.
Damn.
And then, now I have all the room in the world to pull the other two off.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Hopefully. So
Still
this
need-
one, I'm going to trade you spots again. 'Cause
Still
I
need
gotta
light
get
on these, or?
A little bit doesn't help.
Got some daylight on there.
A little bit doesn't hurt.
A little bit doesn't
A
help.
little bit doesn't help. Where'd that pin just fall into the ether somewhere?
Possibly.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot that I even had this punch. Oh, here we go. Just hold that for me, guys. Oh. You rotten motherfucker.
Get out of there. Oh, she's trying. Here, if you can get a... Yep, now get a flathead underneath that. Atta boy, come on. Get out of there. There she goes.
No.
Come on out. Oh,
Oh, shit. There
and
she goes.
that almost became part of my armpit there. Ooh, that one is fucking really in there, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna flip it over. I might have a better. What the hell? Oh, I'm just stupid.
You flipped it, yeah. Now,
flipped it.
now you're on this side, bud. That brake cleaner's getting to Chris's head.
That's it.
There she goes. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna turn this bitch and hammer the shit out of it, I imagine.
Get your new joint placed in there about like that. You don't want this like gripping this piece. You want to be able to
Oh, okay.
let it do its thing. for seals to come off.
Oh, nice.
Tight squeeze.
There we go.
Okay, so that's one out.
Now we just got to do the other one. Things are going swimmingly here at the shop. We are working our way into her.
New joints.
I've heard of U-joints being a bitch on vehicles before, so that kind of makes sense.
Oh, I had a guy come in yesterday. Hey, you replace my U-joints today? No. I'm making an appointment. Well, it's just a 5-minute job.
You're like, a 5-minute job, huh?
Sure.
Chris has shown the true way to take a U-joint off. Right when you right when you walked out, I was like, we're working our way into her. And Prozac's like, quoted that, working our way into her. Pause. Bill, tell the boys I will rewatch later. My phone battery is dying. And hugs to all of you. I miss you all. All right, Don.
Appreciate you.
I'm not sure how much longer we'll be going, but you'll probably have some stuff to catch up on. So,
Okay, so I guess this one. You always want to pull it out down because
okay.
you don't want those needle bearings on the inside to go out. Now, here's the thing. When you get new U-joints, always pull the caps off and check anyway. Because I pulled them off, and there'll be a needle bearing stuck in the bottom of
Oh,
it, even on new ones. So you got to be...
just always check your parts, man.
Always check your parts. Okay,
Always check your parts and never trust a fart.
That's it. Amen. So, now, take this, get ourselves a nice flat-ish surface. Take our new bearing cap, set it right there. This guy, throw it in, set it on top, joint down in it. Okay. So, ideally, if I wasn't such a pig. Might be too much. How about this guy? Yeah. That looks decent. Okay. So the big thing we're looking for is making sure we can put in our new clip, which it looks like we can. So we're good there.
Little retaining clip, the things we just struggled getting off of there.
Then we're going to flip this guy over, but we can't let this thing fall out, otherwise those needle bearings might go everywhere.
Okay.
Flip it over, okay, hold your shit, set that in there. Then, make sure it sets down, a little piece of shit in there, hold it nice and clean.
Beautiful.
A little more. Right about there. Okay. So. Come down just a little bit. Okay. Open our bag of new clips. If I can. My gloves are greasy as hell.
Gable guy says, yep, needle bearings suck.
Yeah, especially when they fall all over the shop.
Bill says, I got to do this on the drive shaft of my Colorado a couple years ago after it gave up while in motion. Also cost me a new yoke on the tranny side.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I tried to replace them before they get to that point.
Are these needle bearings right here?
Yep.
There's needle bearings. So that's what, for anyone uneducated, like myself. Oh, I guess there's a bunch of them right here too.
Oh yeah, they're all
Them little tiny boys. That's what we don't want to see all over the place when putting new ones in.
Okay. So sometimes just a little extra persuasion. Yep, here we go.
Retainer rings, always fun.
Now here's the trick. If you get one that's like this and it's fighting you going back in, you can't just tap it in, okay? You gotta make sure you smash your fingers nice and good.
Then it'll go in.
And you just gotta fucking line it up. Fuck.
And
Otherwise
miss.
it does that. Okay. I was all preaching, okay?
Where'd that go? Oh, it went that way?
I can always revisit that one if I have to.
I thought I heard it.
It has gone to space.
I thought I heard it spit out this way. Yep.
Oh, well, goddamn. Okay.
Found it.
Denied physics.
Ah, there she
And
goes.
now it just goes.
Now she
Okay.
pops right on there.
So you'll feel it's really tight. You don't want it like
Okay.
that. So come back on this side. Give it the tap.
Oh, now she
Now
spins.
it's all freed up.
Must become part of the Busted Knuckle Garage group when doing U-joints.
Yes.
That sounds about right. That's a most cars. My stepdad has a theory that if you're at the end of the job, if you're working in your garage and at the end of the job you're not bleeding from somewhere, you've done it wrong. Typically your knuckles. If your knuckles aren't bloody at the end of the job, you've done something wrong. It's like worse than having extra bolts.
Very good. Okay. We'll rotate this guy over. I'm going to go ahead and put this wheel in now.
Was this thing always on there?
Yep.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is a needle grease zerk fitting.
Okay.
So they have a fitting for grease guns that has a needle on it. You stuff it in there and you grease it up.
Okay. Did your old one have that?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
The old one had non-serviceable fittings. Now these ones are the ones I got for this. These are the high-end, heavy-duty, like whatever. Which on a Dodge doesn't really mean much.
Okay.
Because that's all they do is fucking go through new joints and batteries. I don't like the way that feels. Okay.
Easy. Easy. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just like that, away she goes.
Now, let it also be known, I'm not hitting on the
Yeah,
joint.
yep.
I hit here.
Yep.
Which that dust shield, if you have to knock it off, knock it off.
Come on, dust shield, knock it off.
Knock it off. Okay.
That one snapped in nice. Good movement.
That feels nice and good. Now we're going to take this dust shield.
Yeah, it's got a little dent in it, but you know, that'll buff. Hit that with a flathead, she'll buff. I wasn't going to say anything about dodge ball joints since it's Chris's truck, but since he said it, I'm glad he acknowledges it.
Oh, I know. I am fully aware.
Well, maybe she won't just go back easy.
The price you pay for speed. Should be able.
This is what we're working with now. Just getting that bad boy fixed. Oh.
You guys don't know what these are. They're not used for this.
Aren't those like plastic clip pullers? Yeah, okay. Like retainer clip pullers. Easy.
She's coming. Okay. Almost.
There she goes. Gable guy says, "Hey, tools are multifunctional."
That's it. If it can't be used as a hammer, it doesn't belong in the toolbox.
I was going to quote your other one. With enough speed and enough force, anything can become a hammer.
Anything can become a hammer. With enough force and violence, anything can become loose.
Prozac says, "Dad has a 98 V12 Cummins that he hauls cattle with for his ranch. The engine's great, but the rest of the truck's going to pieces around it."
That sounds about right. I probably outlast just about anything, including the truck itself. Okay. This one's good. Let me see. It's about 12:15. They're on their lunch rush. Let's
Another 45 minutes.
bang out this other axle. Probably what we'll do, we'll plug it in and we can string that light all the way over there so that the phone
Okay.
has a bit of charge before we go.
Sure. Are we going to take him to lunch with us? Okay. This is going to be a long live stream, guys. I hope you're prepared for
It's gonna be
like
a long one. It might be all day.
this could be like a 4. Well, we've already been at it. Let's see. What's 190 minutes? That's 3 hours or something like that. 180 is 3 hours. 60 times 3. Yeah. So 100. This could be a 6-hour live stream. Just saying. But we're back. You know what I mean?
That axle seal calls for 4.9 hours.
And
that's without doing all
I was going to say that axle seal calls for 4.9 hours without doing a live stream on YouTube. So you got to add probably another. And all the extra shit that we did. So, all right. So now we have. Oh. Will it?
Yeah, keep pulling it. Keep going. Right there.
All right, we did it. I've done something.
And then you can hang it on hooks or whatever. Yeah.
That work? Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Catastrophic souls. I have to be heading off. It's 3:15 a.m. Oh my God. Go to bed.
Hell yeah, dude.
Go to sleep. If it was 3:15 in the morning, I would be snoozing. Okay.
Fuck you guys.
Awesome. What are you buying all 18 of us for lunch then? That would be HQ Barbecue. I will download, or I will copy it. You can download it. I'll send it to you in an email. And yeah, okay. So let's get back around here. We have the phone on a charger now. This is how we have the phone. It's so there's a work light connected to this cable, which runs up to that spool up there, and that work light has a plug-in on the back of it that we have the phone connected to. So we're charging everyone. It'll be fine.
Notice the work light has no light in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just noticed that too. The work light is not technically a work light.
Not anymore.
It's just a charging port.
It's so nice to hook like battery chargers and stuff into it.
Oh, yeah.
That way you don't have to have it stretched across the walkway. It's just
Yeah,
right next to the
yeah,
walkway.
it's really nice. Prozac says, love me some barbecue. F&A.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Welcome to the chat. I don't know how long you've been here. You've probably been here for a while, and I just didn't notice. But they say it's 4:15 a.m. here in Australia, either AUS. It's either Australia or Austria. I'm not sure. I'm a dedicated 307 Reacts viewer, and we appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you. Pretty soon, drop lights will have a USB port. I'm pretty sure they probably do at this point.
Yeah,
I'm guessing this one's old. Yeah, this one's, yeah, so this one is just an old one, but yeah, I'm sure they probably do at this point. Australia, okay, cool. Hell yeah, dude. Austria's 8 p.m. Lumber says Austria's 8 p.m., okay.
Yeah, we need to know exactly what time it is everywhere.
Exactly, because we don't.
We don't.
I'm gonna try and clean these lenses a little bit. Give me a sec.
It's a dirty day today.
Sorry for the flash warning, everybody, but I'm just trying to clean the cameras here.
Getting dirty with us today.
There we go.
Getting dirty with Matt.
That's better. So for anyone that's just joining us, I know we've lost some viewers. It's a process. It's a process. It's what happens. But we are doing the same process that we were just doing, which is replacing U-joints on these axles. And Chris is just fighting the retaining rings right now.
Bitch, this one's actually going way.
Yes, I noticed. That one just popped off of there.
We've got one left.
Dang.
We are buzzing along.
Cooking on this one. Bill said, maybe pop the dust cover now so you don't have to reshape it later. Well, these ones are coming off real nice. That retaining ring just slipped right off of there. So 2:20 p.m. in Kentucky, which means it's probably what, 12:20 here? Grizzly says, I'm actually enjoying this, to be honest. Well, good. We're glad you're enjoying it.
I'm glad you can enjoy my pain.
Yeah. We weren't exactly sure what this live stream was going to entail or how it was going to go. We knew we were going to do some work, but
I just figured we'd get on live and
we're just going with
hang out with you guys.
we're just going with the flow. 1:20 p.m. in Texas. How hot is it in Texas right now, Prozac? Is it pretty hot over there? 8:15 in Norway. 8:15 p.m. Well, hey, greetings from the States. Greetings from Casper, Wyoming, over there in Norway. Is it snowing in Norway? It's because it's always it's always snowing in Norway, right? Like that's what I'm pretty sure. 11:20 in San Diego. Bill, you said the weather was pretty temperate in San Diego, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Here we go. Shit. This side's not giving you nearly as big a problem.
No. Well,
Ah,
it's listening.
shit, I spoke too soon.
It's listening. I think this one was the one that was bad. No, that's horrible.
Okay, let's see. Prozac says the heat in Texas is ridiculous. 101 degree high. Heat index is supposed to hit around 110 to 112. Yep, that's miserable. Bill says San Diego is a blistering 73 degrees. I'm a little jealous, to be honest.
Dude, same.
Dylan Callahan says 1:20 p.m. here. Also, this is great to watch while I'm at work, and we appreciate that. And if anybody questions you on that, Dylan, just tell them you're learning, you're educating yourself. This is all educational.
All education.
Methy Modding, which is the one from Norway, says it's not snowing, but it is 55 degrees. Which is, man, I'm a little jealous. Gable says, feel your Prozac, it's 90 degrees here in Kentucky with like 90% humidity. Ooh. And see, it's not the heat over there, it's that humidity that gets you, man, for sure. Huzzah says it's 6 degrees here at the moment, bloody freezing. That's Celsius as well. But over in Australia, it's winter right now.
Oh yeah, I get
They do, yeah, they do their winter during our summer.
6 degrees Celsius. What's that?
I have no idea.
Somebody tell me what's that in Fahrenheit?
It's crazy because, yeah, when I watch the Mighty Car Mods videos in the summertime, they're wearing hoodies and like beanies and stuff. And I'm like, what is going on? Oh, yeah, that's right. They change seasons. Can you imagine it being July and being like in hoodies and beanies and like.
We're celebrating Christmas and it's 100 degrees.
Right? Yeah.
Weird, man.
Bob Gill. Hey, Bob Gill, welcome to the chat. I don't know how long you've been here, but I just noticed your name pop up. He says drivers or passenger side. Right now we are working on the driver's side. We just did the passenger side. Prozac says, I spent some time in Southern California. Great weather. LA traffic sucked. I imagine so. Bill says, I avoid LA. 6 degrees Celsius. It's 42 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah,
That's not freezing.
it's chilly over there for sure.
That's a nice.
But around here, if it's 42 degrees in winter, we're like, we're sweating, dude. Yeah, we're sweating.
Like, it's time to hit the lake. 42 degrees.
Oh, Dylan, I feel your pain. He says it's a chilly 117 in our warehouse right now.
Oh shit.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 97 today, so around like 4 o'clock inside the shop
Well,
will be around 100.
all I'm doing is standing here, and I can already feel the moisture building up on my back. And we do have a little air conditioner unit running, which I'm sure this thing saves you guys in the summer, huh? Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. It's
I mean, it is water controlled, so like you get the humidity with it for sure. But just being able to stand in front of something cold for a little while, I bet is like life changing.
it definitely helps. I will say that one's nice, but we have a little fan. If you notice, there's a little fan over there,
Oh, that little tiny thing?
and there's a reason it's on.
Can
the
I
floor.
zoom with this? Nope, I can't. Okay.
There's a reason it's on the floor. Okay, that is called the ball cooler.
That makes sense.
You walk by and it blows
And
your
it just
legs, you get a little bit up your
yeah,
shoulders.
perfect.
That's the answer. Okay, that's the one to have.
Huzzah says, Mighty Car Mods are building a Gemini pizza delivery car at the moment. Looks sick. I'm follow along with everything they do. They're one of my favorite YouTube channels. And that car is going to be nasty. Do you see the turbo they just put in that thing? It is going to be nasty when they get it all connected and running. I'm very excited for the next episode. 42 in the south is cold. The dang humidity hits your bones. Lumber says it's 75 degrees at their place in Germany, which is probably about what it is here now. I'm guessing we're probably
We're probably 80s. You can check that thermostat on the wall.
coming up on 80.
It
Okay.
might be, let's say 70 over there anyway. Yeah, it's 70. 70 in the shop right now.
Know what it says?
Yeah.
70 in the shop, so outside in the sun, we're probably closer to 80. We've had one of those rare seasons in Wyoming too, where normally we get tons of wind here. Like normally the wind is just blowing like crazy every single day. This summer has been like oddly still, and I don't know why.
That means this winter's gonna suck.
It might.
There we go. That feels better. All right. Next.
Rotate and complete the same process.
I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, this one's a sketchy one because I'm on that.
I was gonna say, and you're okay to hit that grease, sir? Off she goes.
Fuck it, I did on the last
Yeah,
one.
it
so-
seemed to do the thing.
Just give it to me.
Pressure's on. Better nail it. Nailed it.
Oh yeah. Now, last cap.
Damn, Prozac. That's saying something. He said, we're actually having a mild summer in Texas so far. The heat index peaked over 120 degrees a few times last year. A few times last year. Like, damn, dude. That's brutal. There she goes. Oh, maybe, almost. Gable Guy, you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and we will catch you in the episodes once those start airing. Keep an eye out the next couple weeks. We'll start filming again. Thank you for being here, and like I said, stay safe out there.
So now, this little cap right here. Make sure we got good.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Good function there.
Very nice.
All right.
Actually, U-joints installed.
Complete.
So,
U-joints officially on.
go ahead and clean this little piece off here. I know what you're thinking, guys. It's lunchtime. Just fucking go. I got to silicone this.
We're working
and
on
I
it.
want it to dry while we're at lunch.
Ah, okay.
So,
I'm
even
just-
if I was working on customers' cars today, and I was doing this job,
Be the same thing.
be the same thing. Let it dry while I'm on lunch.
Where can I? Is there a hanger for this somewhere?
You can do this.
I don't hate that at all. So now our phone charger is just, we're just dangling it. And it's just, that's how we're going to do it. Over the shoulder shot. Oh, perfect.
We're gonna put that with some brake clean before we go in. And then, of course, yes, I gotta find a bolt for it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's
For
right.
those of you who weren't here,
Yeah.
we had a bolt break off in there. It was a good time.
That was the exciting part of the morning. Was one of the first things we did was break a bolt.
So, I always put on a fresh pair of gloves before final clean for silicone.
Because those might have particulate on them.
They got a lot of oil. That's for sure.
Yep.
Over here feels so much better with that.
Yeah, hitting that thing for sure. Grizzly says 36 degrees where he's at, and then he said, or for my freedom peeps, it's 80.
An eagle unit.
Yeah, in freedom units.
That's one thing me and Ben in France do all the time. He's like, yeah, it's like 10 degrees Celsius. I'm like, bro, you're gonna have to translate it.
Huzzah, the Nissan Cube episode. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one where Moog bought the Nissan Cube and they did all the restoration to it. And then I believe they fixed the, was it a supercharger on there? I don't know much about Nissans. I don't know much about the engines, but it looks like they had a hell of a time getting into that supercharger and getting it all fixed and taken care of. The resto stuff was pretty awesome on it though. They made it look pretty damn good from what it was.
You know what I ran across the other day?
What's that?
Car come in with a grinding noise under acceleration. Okay? So we get it in, sounds like it's coming from the belt area. So we pull the belt off, noise goes away. What the hell? So start looking at it, and we put the belt back on, get underneath there, pull all the covers from underneath, and sitting there checking each pulley. There's a pulley in the back towards the top. Now, mind you, this thing is a diesel was it diesel hybrid? No, it was gas. It was gas V8 hybrid.
Okay.
And it had a pulley just making all sorts of noise on the back top. Turns out it was a V8 hybrid supercharged.
So it was a
Supercharger was
supercharger?
taking shape.
Ah.
We pulled the little plug checker oil on it, which was, you had to remove the wipers, the wiper cowl, all sorts of stuff. And just full of metal. Like, oh. She's like, well, how long will it take to replace it? I said, you can take that to Nissan.
That's their problem now. It's not our problem.
Hell no. But I am not touching it. Supposedly you got to remove the whole motor and everything to replace it.
Lumber says, in New Delhi, India, there was a heat wave this year with over 126 degree Fahrenheit from March to mid of June. Good Lord. On some nights, the temperature was below 90, or wasn't below 90. That is, no. That's just a no for me, dog.
I would pack up my curry and go somewhere else.
Huzzah says, yeah, the Nissan Cube was the first supercharger I've ever seen that had a switch to turn it on and off. They had a switch on the dashboard that was supposed to be like your supercharger, like that's what initiated
like
the super.
sport mode.
Pretty much, yeah, but it was like a light
So
switch that, like,
dumb.
yeah.
So dumb.
And I remember when they first, oops, sorry, dude. I remember when they first started driving it around, it was like the switch did nothing. And then after they did all this work to take the supercharger off, rebuild it, reseal it, do all this stuff to it, they put it back in. And Moog said, when you flip the switch, you could feel something, but it was like not, I don't think it was like enough for all the work they put into it. You know, it was like.
Oh, no. Here's the thing. If you guys think you're going to buy a Toyota or a Nissan that's supercharged and think it's going to feel awesome, it doesn't. Listen, I've driven a ton of them. You, like, drive a 4-cylinder next to it, you don't notice.
There's like no difference.
It's awful.
Just
The
get.
only reason they put them in was to cheat emissions.
Oh, really?
That's it.
I was gonna say, just get a naturally aspirated Nissan or Toyota that's got like a 0.2 bigger engine in it, and it's the same effect. It'll probably actually be a better effect.
Well, here's the thing. The newer Toyota Tacomas come with a V6 hybrid pushing almost like 600 horsepower. Like,
Holy
it's
crap,
crazy
dude.
if you get the high-end ones.
And that's all naturally aspirated.
Yep. Full turbo. Now they do have a turbo 4-cylinder hybrid. It's also supposed to be pretty badass. I would probably trust Toyota turbos over most anything else. Subaru ones aren't bad. I mean, they still go bad.
Oh yeah, Subaru turbos will never not go bad.
I would argue Ford is worse.
Yeah.
Hands down. I've replaced 4 more Ford turbos in the next year.
Which is, weren't you telling me you were surprised Logan's hasn't gone out yet?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sure his day is coming.
I'm sure it's me when you just choose to.
Oh, that little spot on the ground? Nah.
That's just sweat and horsepower. That's all.
That's funny, dude.
Okay, so I'm going to stick this little half shaft back in.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me get out of your way here. Stick her right in from the end there. Prozac says a Nissan Switch is like the Mad Max Switch.
It just makes me mad.
Huzzah says, I've seen hair dryers with more horsepower than that car.
Facts.
That's funny. What do you all think about the new ZR1? What's a ZR1? Is that a Toyota?
I want to say that it is. I don't know off the top of my head. As far as Toyota goes, I pretty much keep up with the Tacomas to see what they're doing in the Tundras, because that's what I see the most of.
For sure.
Uh,
I guess to go along with my statement earlier that I would have a Volkswagen Golf R. I guess the one vehicle that I would have over that would be a Toyota Corolla GR. And those have great engines in them, and they're great cars. The fact of the matter with those is I don't have 50 grand to buy one. I mean, I could probably get approved for one, but I don't want to make that $900 a month payment on one. So I just, we'll just wait on those.
Now I'm trying to remember how this piece goes in. If it was facing. Oh wait, the spines should be different. They're not. Okay.
They're not. They're exactly the same.
I'm gonna look it up because I don't remember. I should remember, but I don't.
Probably a good idea. Might as well just look her up, huh? Oh, ZR1 is a Corvette, 1,064 horsepower.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I've been a Chevy guy pretty much my whole life, and Chris is a Chevy guy too, so I'm down. Twin turbo, 5.5 liter, flat plane crank V8, that turns 8,000 RPM. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Now, what makes me nervous is some of these Corvettes, some of the newer ones are coming out with twin turbo faces from GM, and that makes me a little nervous. We'll kind of see how those go. But
You've had a gripe with twin turbo engines for a while, huh?
twin turbo V6s just they don't work with
My philosophy with twin turbos has always been the same thing. I think they're awesome. I love me a twin turbo setup. The problem with them, and the reason why I'll probably never own one, is that when something goes wrong on a twin turbo, you replace two of the thing. If one of your turbos go bad, you replace two turbos. And because you have to, basically. Because you can't have a brand new turbo pushing more power down one side of your engine than an old worn out turbo pushing, even if the other one's not bad, you still got to replace them both. It's like replacing headlights. You can replace one headlight, but people will always know which headlight is new and which headlight is old, because one will always be brighter than the other one. So I love the concept of a twin turbo, and if you've got the money to replace two things at once, I think it's a great idea. But that's the problem, is when something goes wrong on one side, you replace it on the other side as well.
Yeah. Let's get us a little bit of, let me find a bolt first.
Yep, find you a bolt that fits.
So, we're going to go to our Halloween candy bar here.
So that's in now. Now we're gonna find a bolt that fits this hole, because that's the one that broke off, and Chris was able to get it out of there luckily, but we gotta find one now. What do you think about rotaries? It's basically a big keg in your engine bay. Rotaries, I think, they're great, yeah.
If you're willing to either maintain them yourself or replace apex seals, or you're willing to pay somebody.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
I think rotaries like the RX-7, the RX-8, I think those are amazing cars. Little Dorito engine, I think, is a very efficient design for an engine. But that's just it. Is they're kind of, yeah. The Mazda RX-8 sound is nuts. Yeah, they have a very unique sound because of that. But that's just it. That's just it. Is when something goes wrong with them, it's a specialty engine, so it requires specialty mechanics and specialty parts to fix it. And usually, when you come into specialty, you're paying money. You pay specialty money. Yep. Oh yeah, so this is what Chris was talking about, his Halloween box.
We used to give kids Halloween candy out of this bucket 2 years ago. And now I just
Now it's
all my
just
candy.
now it's just the bolts.
What thread pitch even is this?
That's a good question. Can you do your thing?
I can negotiate it. No, Jose had it.
Here's my face, just because you guys haven't seen me for like over an hour or something like that, because I've just been watching Chris replace stuff, do all the hammerings on and off, just like Thunderstruck.
Yeah, just hammer on, hammer off. Okay, that's the only way Thunderstruck has ever been played.
That's it.
Nobody in the existence of Thunderstruck has ever picked every single one.
That's the only way it's ever been played. I don't care. They're not as efficient as normal engines, miles per gallon. Is that true?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah?
They burn a lot of oil,
Oh, okay.
to be honest. But, let me see. So,
Chris is figuring out what thread pitch that missing bolt. Oh. What thread pitch that missing bolt is, and we're going to find one that works. I'm sure he's got one in his little Halloween bucket of stuff here.
I am not. I think it's a 7x125, which of course is a specialty.
There it is. Specialty money.
So that's gonna be cool.
You gonna tap it?
I don't know. I might. We'll see. Turns out it's the exact same thread pitch as a Honda timing cover bolt.
Cool.
So,
Send it.
to be honest, dude, if this thing was just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Let me guess, this one's right. Yep, this one's right, but it's like way too long.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh, my camera skills are top notch, by the way. I'm very, very dedicated and committed to getting the right camera angles at all times. I never miss. I gotta flip around because my arm is falling asleep. There we go. All right. Come on, lucky bolt. Huzzah says, they're good for racing and horsepower, where instead of pistons that slow when you shift, the rotary is constantly spinning. No slowing for shifting, easy to flat change at speed as well.
Yep. It does make a very good sports car.
It's probably why them RX-7s were so popular for that.
Oh yeah. Like people use them for drift because you can stay in that high RPM
Yep,
forever.
yep. Need for Speed 2 was totally right. Or I think it's Need for Speed Underground, whichever one of those, was totally right. The RX-7 and the Miata were like some of the best drift cars in that game. Which Miata doesn't make any sense because those are front wheel drive, aren't they? Or are they rear?
Oh, they're rear.
Are they? Okay, so I guess that does make sense then.
A Miata with a rotary, dude, that'd be badass.
That'd be an engine swap right there. Come on, lucky bolt.
Ooh. No.
Lumber asks, do you guys play Gran Turismo? I used to.
Used to back on the PlayStation 2.
Yep.
OG.
I played, the last Gran Turismo I played was Gran Turismo 3.
Yeah. That sounds right.
And that game was amazing. Way ahead of its time as far as graphics and physics and the things that you could do and modify. Way ahead of its time.
I played Forza. No, don't play as much anymore, but
I've heard Forza was like kind of the predecessor to, or I guess not the predecessor, the next kind of like Gran Turismo for the next generation. I know they came out with Gran Turismo 4, but I've heard really good things about Forza. Didn't fit?
no.
Bastard.
If I can't find one, I'm gonna do some stupid shit until I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here for another couple of minutes. If I don't find one here.
Prozac says, Miatas are cool, but they don't make them in grown man size. I had to roll the window down on my buddies to be able to sit up straight.
That is facts. Okay. So, thing is, this one works. It's just
way too long. Yeah.
And wear parts is an open pay, which sucks. Oh, same thing. Okay. Perfect.
Oh, naturally.
What about this one? How good is it?
Is this the only bolt bucket you guys have?
I have another one, but I know it doesn't I put a bunch of like specialty bolts in here, like
Banjo bolts, yeah. Yep.
Spare axle nuts.
Okay.
So like anything that's like a 7 or a 9 by whatever, I usually try to keep in here. The other one is just kind of everything, which makes it kind of hard to find the specialty stuff.
Oh, so we're looking for like a thick thread pitch.
Yeah.
Ah,
More of a coarse thread.
yeah.
And what I might end up doing until I fix it the right way is like stack up some spacers.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Make it work.
Just throw it in for the time being. I want you to stay right there. Okay, we'll go this way.
Come on, baby. Oh.
that's the right thread pitch, but it's too big.
Darn.
So one of these European cars I worked on had the right stuff. Yeah, sorry for this riveting episode.
Chris's adventures through his bolt box.
Okay, yeah, well, we're gonna do some dumb shit, but prepare to be amazed by stupidity.
Kids, try this at home.
Yeah, probably don't. Just don't. This is a horrible idea.
That is incredible.
Sometimes you gotta do what you have to. Just to get mine to the damn store. I have these special just-
Oh. Perhaps. Naturally, another one that works, but it's a long bastard. Close.
Oh, just so you know, Nissan Superchargers, they go bad so often I keep a set of gaskets on the side.
Jeez.
That sounds probably right. What?
Ah, it's close, isn't it? Not quite though, huh?
It's not. Damn. I wonder if I could rob the spacers out of this thing. 'Cause I would like these spacers a lot more than that other one.
Oh, yeah, little rubber
Shit I
ones.
have going on.
Yeah. That would actually be somewhat legit if you use those ones.
Right.
A little more than.
I just need to break down to work on.
Yeah. Prozac taking off. We appreciate you being here, man.
Appreciate you hanging out, bro.
Keep checking back if you have time later in the day. We might still be here. If not, we will see you come September time when we start doing reactions again.
Or we'll see you on the 7th. We'll be live again on the 7th.
Or on the 7th. Yeah. And we'll be doing reactions that day too. So take it easy out there. Stay safe. And we'll catch you next time, bud.
Okay, so.
And then throw a couple washers on there and call it a day, dude.
Throw a spacer from a Kawasaki Ninja.
Shit.
Got some redneck shit on. That might be well enough.
Come on, baby. Moment of truth here.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Kids, try this at home.
Hey, what's up, Arnold? What can I do for you, man?
I gotta bring the beamer back here.
Oh, what's going on with it?
But that's where the Dixies, started doing the check engine. And
See you, Arnold.
Anybody help with this one, anything?
Oh, you don't want to get involved in this one.
Cool. Well, I know that's your second favorite thing to work on, BMWs and Volkswagens. Did that work for you? That bolt gonna work?
We're about to find out.
All right. About to F around and find out.
That's it.
And then we're about to get down on some BBQ. Because, boy, I'm hungry.
Same. I'm not concerned about a heat shield. There's no exhaust in sight.
Bill says that was a paid walk-on actor. I flipped the camera around when he came in. I was like, oh, person.
You can just hear the rust.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Okay. And where did I put my other shorts?
That is a great question. The tropes of mechanicking. Where did I put that bolt? Oh, see it, found it. Look at that beauty.
Beauty's not the word I
Oh,
use.
that's awesome.
Not above redneck engineering. Those 11s. Remember? Oh no, I think they're 12s.
That is some fine work there, Chris.
But yeah, it's like
Look at that. Woo!
comes with a warranty that lasts until you leave the driveway. Well, that one is clearly not that size.
Man, even with all them spacers, she's still driving in, huh?
Yeah, I know it would because it's got that rubber piece,
Oh, yeah.
which is fine because you can see it's digging into it.
Yep.
Which is fine because I just need it to hold tension on that silicone so it'll set. Because it'll be coming out Monday and
That's an easy bolt to replace.
yeah. I'd crawl underneath at the parts store with a wrench and
Yep. Swap it out real quick.
now that I know these are fragile, I'm not trying to go crazy on them. All right. You know what that means? It's lunchtime.
Time to eat, boys.
Plug this shit in before I forget about it.
So here's what I'm thinking. You want to hear my thoughts?
Let's hear them thoughts.
Here's my thoughts. I think we take these guys on the drive down to HQ,
Yep.
show them where it's at, show them the drive there. Then I think we call it for the day for the live stream.
Fair enough.
And then once we get everything put back together, we'll do a quick little like YouTube short video update, let everyone know like, finished product.
Yeah.
Just so we don't have to.
That's fine.
Keep
Unless you guys tell us. If you want us to take a break for lunch and go back live, we can do that too.
Or that, yeah, like we can take a break and then come back and redo a live stream for the rest of the thing. If you guys are cool with that, whatever you guys want to do.
Whatever you guys want. Okay, we've been gone a long time.
Yeah, and it's
up to you.
totally your guys' call. Let us know. Give us a couple of comments. Let us know what you guys want us to do. Should we come back and reshoot a live stream for the rest of this, or should we just post a video later and show you guys kind of the finished product? I will wait for the next few minutes and see what you guys think. And all 11 of you, I want to hear something from all 11 people right now. While Chris tightens up these last couple of bolts here. Stream after food, okay, that's one vote for stream after food. And I have no problem with that. I think that's a fine idea as well. So Chris is evaluating right now,
Making sure I don't have anything else I should do before we leave.
pondering the before and after. Bill says, I just work here. Well, he'll be there regardless, we know.
Feels like I just work here. I don't make any money, but I just work.
I don't make any money, but stream after lunch unless y'all don't feel like it. I'll stream after lunch. Okay. Because, like I was saying, at this point, we're pretty much like we've done the hard stuff is done. So the live stream we do after this, things will move pretty quick. Getting the axles in, buttoning everything up.
The only sketchy thing we still have yet to do is fix our backing plates, and then this wheel.
Oh yeah,
hub
you're gonna weld that.
assembly-
You're gonna weld that backing plate, huh? You're gonna tack weld it?
No,
Oh, are you not?
no. I'll probably just beat it to where it's all flat again.
Oh,
make sure
okay.
I fit a bolt through it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But then I gotta take a grinder and make this all flat again on this wheel hub assembly. It's all burned up real bad.
Okay. Stream 2. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna go get some food, and then we're gonna do another live stream. We're just gonna start it again after we're done eating, because that seems to be the consensus here, and I'm cool with that. I think that's actually a really good idea. So, Grizzly says just keep it running. I don't want to film inside of a restaurant and just have you guys watch us just eating,
watch
which
me
is
just
kind of
hoard
weird. Debbie says no, don't. Or she says don't keep it going because I want barbecue. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. I think we'll just once we get back to the shop, we'll pop up a live stream again, and we'll continue on with the day. So, Chris, you got to come give us a sign off for now because you do snap and bow. So here it comes. Get ready.
If you guys enjoyed the live stream so far, be sure to leave a like if you haven't already.
Stay tuned
Put a
for part
comment.
2. Well, I guess technically part 3.
Stay tuned for part 3, Mechanic Boogaloo.
Part 3.
We'll see you guys after lunch. Ow. That was a bad snap.
All right, hang on. Bow. There.